Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to another exciting episode of Vecna, Eve of Ruin, right here at Proficiency Bonus. My name is Michael. I'll be your Dungeon Master for the evening. I'm joined with my incredible cast once again as they travel through this special intro adventure to Vecna, Eve of Ruin. It's called Nest of the Eldritch Eye. So they are still currently in that intro adventure because we didn't quite get it finished up from last time. So we're going to keep on going through there. That's okay. It's okay. We're still new. We're still fresh. Brand new campaign. Haven't played D&D in a while. D&D who dis. We're just getting back into it. So it'll be all good. First of all, thanks Beyond for the gifted sub and Dogs for Life for the sub. We appreciate that right off the bat. And I did want to make a couple quick announcements. We do want to thank our sponsors, Cardboard Castle Games and Little Dragon Corp, for all their support. You can type in !Little Dragon or !CCG in our Twitch chat to get links to their websites where you can purchase a bunch of RPG related gear and other merchandise. Make sure you use the coupon code bonus at checkout for Little Dragon Corp to get 15% off of your order. And I believe I see that everybody has already found the community challenge for this week, as I see a bunch of probo points being dumped into that that wonderful thing. So if you'd like to help our party tonight, you can take some of your probo points that you earn from watching the channel and you can invest them into what is called the Missed Treasure Challenge this week. So if they miss a treasure during this intro adventure, you can make it so they don't miss it. And I will award them one of the treasures or the only treasure if there's only one left. And if they have all the treasures, I will roll on a random table and they will earn a treasure from that random table, an extra treasure. So that's what our community challenge is.
Anyone see Dick Many? I'm just saying.
What are we at?
Earning.
What are we at? 77%. Yeah, there's a lot in there already. So if anybody watching, if you got any more channel points, you can dump those in, and I'll make reminders during the show as well. So if anybody joins us, they'll be able to dump those points into there as well. So, community challenge complete. It has been cashed in. So 2 weeks in a row, we have reached our community challenge goal before we even started the game. So congratulations. But here, it's going to get harder because eventually you guys are all going to run out of channel points and all your viewers are going to run out of channel points and you're going to have to like crawl your way back into it.
I have a lot of channel points. Don't try me.
Oh, thanks for the bits. Appreciate that. All right, so I don't really have an intro finished quite yet for this stream. It's being worked on, and when it's done, we'll be able to have a little intro video for our stream as well. But we're just going to dive.
Gorgeous, darling.
It will be. We're going to dive right in and continue going. So where we left off last time, I believe Forrest and Odd were approaching a desecrated shrine within this room that at one time was filled with zombies, and now it's filled with rotting zombie corpses and piles of blackened ash around the room. And Forrest, you were approaching this shrine, and you can see before you even get to the shrine, Forrest, there is you can see that the shrine bears the image of a blank scroll.
Just the image of one?
Yeah, it's kind of like carved. It looks like a scroll that's kind of unrolled, and there's nothing like written on it, but it's kind of like a carving of that out of stone.
I don't know what to make of this.
If you'd like to, you can make a religion check. And Odd, since you're kind of approaching too, if you want to make that check as well, you can.
Oh, I don't like writing checks. They're always rubbery for me.
Forrest, This symbol, this iconography seems to be unfamiliar to you.
Let's see. I'm still trying to get my character sheet up here. Sorry for the delay. All right, I'm rolling history, you said?
Religion.
Religion, I tried. All right. That's okay. That's okay. They're both at +0, and I just rolled a 5.
A 5? Oh.
Yeah.
So, you as well have no recollection of this sort of iconography.
Hieroglyphics.
Yeah, I'm not.
Can I use a lifeline to call a friend? Like the 3 other people in the room?
Well, of course.
Hey, come look at this mumbo jumbo.
I think Hazel, in your wild shape form, you can hear and understand them, but you're not really able to talk back. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I just go over and bark at them.
Yeah, that's right.
Orphan will walk over. What are we looking at now? What's the problem?
I don't know. It's those fancy symbols you see in books. Words.
We're making religion checks, basically, Michael.
Yeah, you can make a religion check.
Okay. Do that.
Oh,
Hey,
Selena.
five.
Selena with a 13.
Hit the wrong button. Is that religion?
And a 16.
Nice.
Here you go.
You see, I told you, intellect is going to be our downfall.
Only every time.
So, looking over this, I would say both Orcon and Selena, you guys recognize this to be a symbol of the god of knowledge, Ogma. And you can tell that... Well, actually, Orcon, you can tell just by looking at the shrine and the condition it's in, it's mainly just filthy, and just the presence of evil in this place has desecrated. And you think that possibly rededicating, like cleaning and rededicating this shrine, would help against the desecration and kind of fix the area.
Okay. So, Organ will look over at, specifically at Forrest for this, thinking that he's probably the best one for it. It appears to be a shrine to Ogma. If we, and by we, of course, I mean you, take a little time and clean it up and sort of rededicate it to him, it should alleviate the desecration here.
Did
Okay.
this man just assign you on cleaning duty?
I mean, probably something I was going to do anyway.
And actually, Forrest, as he's talking about rededicating a shrine, you believe that it wouldn't take much time to kind of like clean it up a little bit. The one issue that you think you might have is you think that possibly using some kind of performance or playing some kind of instrument or performing a song near the shrine might be a possible way to rededicate it, or by somebody expending some magical energy into the shrine might be another possible way that you can rededicate it.
Well, I mean, cleaning's the easy part, but we need a little something extra, like a song, maybe some magic, to really get it back to the way it was.
Prestidigitation.
So you guys watch as Odd continues to cast the Prestidigitation probably a couple of times to kind of clean up the space, and he gets the shrine looking rather clean and in orderly fashion with by using the magic. The problem is that, Forrest, you feel like some sort of, not just like cleaning it with magic, but like mechanically speaking, expending a spell slot, like a first level or better, into this shrine would probably do the rest of the trick. Or a performance.
Oh, you're really pushing it, aren't you?
Hey, you got options. What would you rather do?
Or a performance.
I'm a little tapped out.
Uh-oh. And Michael, for some reason you went a little staticky on us. I'm not sure if like Discord was having an issue. I'm not sure what happened to Matthew.
Matthew had a weather brownout. He'll be back in a minute.
Oh no. Oh no. I apologize
did you hear what
for
I
the...
said?
No.
You kind of cut out at the very end.
I'll say I'm a little tapped out as far as magic goes, but I could give a little performance.
Okay. What do you
Doesn't matter.
what do you
Oh,
oh no.
It's a nat one. It's horribly off key. It doesn't make any sense.
It's, you guys are having a really difficult time listening to Forrest try to put on this performance. It's very bad.
I was just gonna put a hand on his shoulder and say, "Well, let me give it a try."
Hazel was probably howling along with Forrest and didn't help much.
26. What kind of performance are you doing here, Odd?
I'll give it a tune. I'll sing it a little song.
Okay. Does it have
lyrics, Michael?
Does it have any fancy lyrics, or is it just like a melody?
I'm not prepared.
Well, as the cleanup song, yes, as your chasm message.
Everybody, do your share.
And as you do that, the room is consumed by this really bright glow for just a split moment, and then the glow seems to dissipate, and you're standing there in front of a clean shrine, and you guys feel, I guess, a sense of peace in this room. There's not really any indication that what you did, like, there's no physical indication or anything of what you did other than the clean shrine, that this place is, like, clean, but you feel a lot better standing in this environment now.
Hazel would probably, after the singing over here, would wander over to Selena and would, like, because she's a decently sized wolf, she goes up on her hind legs and is trying to motion with her front paws at the eyeball around her neck that she kept outside of her wolf form, so that they could follow it and kind of be like, where's this thing telling us to go? But she just looks like a dog who's just trying to walk like a human.
Selena would see what Hazel's trying to do and try and loosen the rope just a little bit to pull the jar a little bit out of her fur to see, kind of make sure it's not being cast in a shadow, see which direction it's leading.
It is pointing to the southeast. Whee! And Odd, your mirror image, it lasts for a minute, right?
Yeah, just a minute. Yeah.
Okay, so it would have dissipated now after the cleansing of that shrine, and also bless, I believe, was only was it the bless a minute? Yeah, bless. I was just making sure before I got everybody's tokens all cleared up.
Well, that's a matter of perspective. This minute it's a very long one.
Now, I did remember some of you talking about a potential short rest.
Yes.
At the end of last session, or do you guys still want to bring that conversation up, or I just didn't want to push you guys along if you guys wanted to do that.
Resting
Gonna
is
be
fine.
up to everyone else, but I believe myself.
The problem with short rest, Hazel, you'll lose that wild shape. But do you get wild shapes back on short rests?
Yes.
Or is it long rest? Short rest, gotcha.
Short rest, and I still have another, and short rests are half an hour? For an hour.
Blitz has found his way into Twitch chat, and he's saying yes on all caps. Short rest.
How long does a short rest in D&D? I'm so used to.
It's an hour.
Okay, it's fine. Hazel will stay in her wolf form and like sniff around, but not go down this hallway.
Okay.
As everyone's resting, and then she'll eventually, she'll just take a sniff to see if there's anything bad down there, and then just sit and curl up in a ball and wait till she pops back to.
Okay, I mean, as you're sniffing down that hall, I mean, you have very good senses in your wolf form. You can definitely smell the sewage coming from down the hall, but that's really all you pick up scent-wise. Oh, it looks like he's coming back.
Yeah, sorry about that. Thunderstorm gave me a little bit of a brownout.
Oh, you're getting storms up there?
Yep. Popped in and out, came right back, but knocked my router out for a few minutes.
Oh,
Michael, you're Selena, and Selena is Orchid.
Well, it's just because his camera's not on yet. Once his camera gets turned on, it'll work its way out.
This is very confusing. Freaky Friday all over again.
Yeah. Now it's all fixed.
There we go.
Right. So, taking a short rest here, you guys kind of find the time to kind of sit down and put your weapons to the side for just a moment to regain your composure from that battle with the zombies and the cleansing of the shrine. You guys can go ahead and take your short rest here. So if you want to spend any hit dice to regain any hit points or anything like that, you guys can do that. And
Are
then
we still able to look around while we're taking a short rest?
I would say, like, while the shrine was being cleaned, the rest of you could have been kind of looking around the room here. There wasn't really anything else to find in here.
Okay.
So just kind of like moseying through. You guys take about 15 minutes while they were kind of rededicating the shrine. Nothing really to find.
Can I leave a note on the altar?
Sure. What would you like the note to say?
Selena was here.
Immediately after rededicating the shrine, you graffiti it.
No,
Hazel dogs for life.
That's right.
No, I'd like to leave a note on the altar saying that the altar has been cleansed, and then leave the party's name.
Okay. So you're putting all your names on this paper?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
In case somebody else comes behind us or...
Hold on, she said party names. So now we got to figure out
No,
who we are.
no,
Yeah,
no.
see, you have to
Here we
figure
go.
out
4
your
hours
partner's
in.
name,
It's
like...
just acquaintances.
We've only been together a couple of weeks at this point. We are not naming this. You may be dead tomorrow.
Yeah.
that's
If you name them, you'll get too attached.
that's right.
Odd circus of curiosities.
Odd says that out loud. Hazel, in wolf form, right before she snaps back to Hazel form, would bite at him, and then so biting at him in furbolg form.
All right, we'll talk
So,
about
yeah, after an hour passes of just kind of a little bit of rest and relaxation, what would you guys like to do now?
During the short rest, I will swap out the shields, I believe.
Okay. Yeah.
it. Okay, so far we've run into a ghost and some zombies. Do you guys want me to scout ahead?
Has anyone walked down this hallway? There's a glowing green light coming out of what looks to be a skeleton's mouth.
It
I'm
smells
pretty sure
really bad.
you're the one that went down the hallway.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
But we did see him out of the hallway at one point.
Your mic cut out again, dear.
Now, I said we did see him come back out of the hallway at one point.
Exactly.
That's right.
Right. What was your vessel? A lantern? A lamp?
So the party does not know yet. They just know I'm wearing a lantern
Yeah.
on my.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The party hasn't seen that. They just basically I vanished and then they saw me run out of a hallway.
Well,
Shall we?
you lead on because you have better vision down here than I do.
Okay. Oh. And Logan's gonna basically walk all the way down to right here, right before that thing.
Okay. Perfect.
Somebody is standing on
So-
Odd's head.
Figured it out.
So when
Karma.
you walk into this area, the hallway kind of opens up a bit, and you do see like a strange green light. There is a double door made of green tinged stone to the south that seals off further progression into these catacombs. Facing the double door is a large carving of a grinning skull. One eye socket bears a wide eyeball with a jeweled iris, while the other is an empty divot.
Well, I think we found where the eye came from.
Is this? You said it's a giant skull, so is the human eye in the jar won't fit in this socket, or will it?
It seems like it could.
Is Hazel still in wolf form, or is she? Back
No.
to-
On the short rest, I popped back out. I lose my
Mhm.
my form. So Hazel's standing there with the jar, holding the jar and like looking at this eye. Like she would move up to the group up there and hold the eye up to the empty socket and look at it and
Hazel, can I see for a moment?
sure. And Hazel hands it to Orkan.
We think it goes in here, right?
It might.
Orkan's going to open the glass jar, dump the eye out.
It's kind of squishy.
Turn away from the rest of the group, but not all the way away from Hazel, because Hazel. And Hazel will want as Orkan lifts up the front of his mask a little bit.
Mhm.
And per Captain Barbosa pops the eye in his mouth, cleans it off.
It's
puts it
pretty
in the eye
gross.
hole.
It's pretty
Hazel?
gross.
Hazel looks really mad. I could have done that. That was my eye.
As she goes to say it, before it goes in, I'm sorry, did you want some?
Oh, not anymore. Now it's with your germs.
Does look a little cleaner.
Yeah, that's not fun. You took all the flavor.
Left a terrible taste in your mouth, Orkan. But hey, chat's happy. So you take the eye and you put it in the socket?
Yep.
Just like you're doing on stream live right now? So as Orkan like, pops this eye into socket, that green glow kind of gets a little bit brighter from the skull. And these two double doors swing open to the south, revealing a staircase that leads down.
Ooh. Hazel scoots closer.
As everyone's looking over there, Orkan's going to walk over and sort of look around this corner and just see. Let's see if
Yeah,
we head
you
out this
can,
way.
as you come through, you can see those like, that sewage area where those like sludgy things were kind of moving around in it that you guys saw from the other side. It seems like this was just another way to get to this same point.
Odd's gonna call down the stairs. Hello? Is there anybody undead down there?
How loud are you calling?
very quietly.
Okay. You get no response.
Hello.
I will use another pick of my divine sense right here, I think.
Divine sense. Okay.
Yes.
I know the one was undead, but what else did you say you could?
Celestials and fiends.
Celestials.
Up to 60 feet. That is not behind total cover.
60 feet. Down the steps. You are not picking up anything with
Nothing
your
right in front of us, anyway.
Nothing within your radius.
Yeah. Well, if there's something down there, it's probably not undead.
All right, then we're safe. Let's go.
Oh, just because it's not
What
undead
could
doesn't
possibly
mean
go
it's
wrong?
safe.
Ha!
Well, would you guys like me to move? I have to move your tokens to the next part of the map. So, if you guys would like me to, I can move you all together.
Probably easier.
Counters this invisible barrier.
Yep, there you ran into the invisible map wall. So I'm gonna move you guys just a little bit to the south. Shift
I
there.
insert my Game Shark and enable wall clipping.
And this is where you guys end up. Now I'll read a little description for you so you get a better idea of the room that you're in. At the bottom of the stairway, it opens into a wide sanctuary with a vaulted ceiling. Stone pews are arranged in orderly rows. Black candles burning green flames occupy the niches along the walls. Atop a pulpit at the far end of the hall stands a jagged sculpture of an emaciated hand with one eyeball in its palm.
Orkan immediately looks at Hazel.
I
You
know
can
what
look
this is.
one.
What did you say, Orkan?
You can lick this one.
Hazel just books it.
I'm definitely not gonna let you just grab that.
I'm getting like.
Just a moment.
You said there was.
Did I try to stop
down
Forrest?
And I try to stop Orkin.
I lick the eyeball.
This comedic, everybody grabbing one another as Hazel goes up, and Hazel, like, you feel somebody like just get the, like, Forrest just gets his fingertips on you, and he's like pulling at your clothes, just like pulling back a little bit, and you're just like, you get to the eyeball, and yeah, it's pretty gross. But nothing seems to happen.
It's like my sister's cooking.
And you haven't invited us over for dinner yet? How rude of you.
She's flightier than me. She's kind of hard to pin down. I don't know where she is right now.
Fair enough.
So nothing happened when I licked the eyeball or approached this hand.
Nope.
Hazel takes out the jar and holds it up to everybody, and it's kind of like motioning like, will the hand fit in the jar?
No, it's a little too big to fit in that jar.
Who has a bigger jar?
Why don't
I'm
we just
not
mash it
sure we
up?
should move this thing.
Why not?
Well, because I don't know what it's dedicated to.
Do your
Do I
smart person
recognize
thing.
the symbolism?
Hey. Did you guys notice the hallways on the side?
I was looking at eyeball. I didn't
I'm
notice
a little busy
Jack.
right now. Forrest is trying to stop Hazel.
Maybe we're not alone. Somebody had to have lit these candles. Candles don't last forever.
Magic candles might.
Okay, all right. Magic candles, good point. Okay, never mind.
Anybody who'd like to can make a religion check. This
because that went so well last time.
It's gone much better this time.
Jeez. Oh, jeez. There they are. Look
Wow,
at
there
that.
it is. Look at that. There it is. There it is.
Oh,
Wow, that's weird.
so you would trade the spots.
Orcon was the only one who failed that check. Which is weird because he was the only one who succeeded. Well, no, Selena succeeded last time too.
Yeah.
You guys would recognize that this is a symbol of Vecna, a powerful lich and god of secrets known and feared on many worlds.
This does remind me of the tale of Vecna.
Hazel,
Are
I
you sure
don't
you don't mean the hand of Vecna? I mean, it doesn't
That
look
would be
much
what
like
the
a tail.
hand is.
Did Selena call me?
Yeah, I don't think we should take this hand, but I can draw you a picture. You can stick that in the jar.
Hazel looks
Hey.
at the hand for a second. It looks a little sad, but then smiles at Selena and goes, "Okay, since they won't let me have any fun, I guess a picture will do. Thank you, Selena."
Yeah, sorry, puppy. No hand jerky for you.
It does look like jerky though. I'm hungry.
Spicy jerky, not the good spice.
So, Odd's gonna come over to this hallway and peer down, see if he can see any like light or anything. Because remember, I don't have dark vision, so I'm looking for like any glow coming from that room.
There is torchlight that you can see glowing from a chamber beyond.
All right, I'm gonna.
Orcon will
roll
look
me
down the opposite side.
a perception and see if I hear or
Orcon, you see
anything.
much of the same thing. Flickering torchlight.
I don't see or hear much of anything. I only got a 10.
Actually, you do. You
okay.
you hear the sound of what. At first, you're not really sure what it is, and you're like, oh, it sounds like somebody's snoring.
Hey, somebody's sleeping down there.
Maybe it's their nap time.
Hey, Hazel,
Yeah?
why don't you do your thing?
Go lick their eyeball?
Close. I was thinking like turn into something inconspicuous to this area and just see what's going on in there. Like maybe a snake or a slithery snake. Wait.
I do the same thing.
Something inconspicuous.
I don't think we've seen any snakes in this temple.
Or a spider. Or wait, no, we saw rats. Ooh, you want to turn into a rat?
Hazel has this look on her face of like, sort of, but also that she doesn't quite understand what inconspicuous to this area means. And she's like, there's a moment where,
Something that won't make you stand out.
so like a pony.
That
There
will not.
Perfect, you know.
Snow
we passed
owl.
like 3 ponies. Or, an elephant, something that you run into in the sewers all the time. A wild unicorn.
Odd elephants don't go in sewers. They contribute to the sewers. They
Oh
don't
boy.
go in sewers.
Saber-toothed tiger.
I'm a little limited right now, y'all.
Oh Jesus.
A squirrel.
Hold on. a second.
Chat would like you to wild shape into the eyeball.
Oh Jesus.
Somehow
Just
I'm not sure that's how that
roll
works.
down
Is
the
that allowed?
hallway.
Thank you, chat. I love you, chat, but no, that's not possible. An eyeball is not a beast in D&D.
And then just roll down the hallway
I would
inconspicuously.
agree. What about the what are they called? The little mono guys.
Aya?
The Mechanus.
They're not beasts.
Oh, I know what you're talking about though.
Yeah, I want to call them a monocle, but that's not the right name.
Monodrone. Yeah,
All
I
I can
think
think is
each
Cyclops.
one's a different kind of
That's it,
drone,
yes.
like tri-drone, monodrone.
Yeah.
Okay. Hazel sighs and looks really sad for a second. I can't do anything in this form except look like I belong in a sewer. And she immediately just, like, as she pouts, it's like she, like, shrinks in on herself and becomes a rat.
Comes a rat. Nice. I think I might have prepared a rat for you. And I think you can. You should be able to drag it onto the map, and you should have control of it. I'm hoping that it worked. Oh, there it is, a little tiny rat.
I'm gonna move my Hazel over here for now. I have 1 hit point, y'all.
Big 1 hit point.
It's gonna go very bad very fast if someone steps on me. Anyway,
Before you wild shape, who has the eye?
I
We
do.
put it back in the skull.
Did you?
Oh, wait, yeah,
you guys put it in the skull to open the door. Did you take it
I
back
had
out?
the jar. No, I would have left it.
Okay.
Okay.
Sadly, so my jar. Well, Orkan had the jar, so he's holding my jar right now while I shrink down. And
Sipping eyeball juice.
Yeah.
Two eyes and a hand. We're already building ourselves a little homunculus, so might as well collect them.
okay, so Hazel's going to sneak down this hallway
Okay.
Why do I see 2 Hazels on the map?
because I can't delete the other one, and I'm gonna be back to my normal self in a minute when they step on me.
Okay. Go ahead and make a stealth check as a rat.
Okay. I've never done this before. What to do? Stealth be a dexterity. Why no worky? Hold on. Okay, I'm just gonna roll a d20 because it's not cooperating, and there's no plus to this right now.
The character sheet is not opening in.
It's not opening for like a clickable roll thing for me.
A rat has a +0 to dex.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna roll it.
Yeah, just roll a flat d20, and whatever you get's what you get. Oh, nice. Look at that. 13. Okay, so as you are sneaking forward, you're you're looking around, and you walk in. You kind of head into this room, and you can see that there's makeshift cots strewn about, and it looks as if there are, if you look kind of to the southwest of where you are, it seems like there's 2 adjoining chambers here where you can see that these cots are like all around, and these open doorway kind of between these 2 chambers. There are several individuals in gray robes that slumber here peacefully despite the flickering torchlight. You can hear snoring, and as you kind of come into the room, there's one really close to you sleeping on this kind of makeshift cot, and he starts to shift a little bit from looking towards the wall, and he kind of rolls over.
Hazel just makes a rat face at him, like, "What are you dreaming about?" And then continues to sneak through, counting how many people I see.
Okay. Go ahead and continue to move as much as you want there. You can see in the first room, it seems to be there are 3, and then in the second chamber, you can see 4.
Is there anything in the second chamber, like any other doors or anything I can see as I sneak
It
in?
looks as if to the south, it looks like there is a hallway or some kind of opening that leads off to the east.
Okay. Hazel's gonna keep being a little rat. Are these guys sleeping on cots in this room, or are they awake?
They all are, yes.
They're all sleeping. Or they're awake. Which is it?
They are sleeping.
Oh, they're all sleeping. So Hazel's gonna creep by, going underneath the cots, sticking near a wall like a rat would.
Okay.
And we'll
And
get
actually, as you kind of creep into that room and kind of go under the cots right there,
Mhm.
you hear whispers from like across the room.
Do I
and
see
you hear-
anyone awake?
You hear. Bryce, something just ran under your cot. Huh? Bryce, hey, wake up, Bryce. Something just ran up. He's one of those rats. Saw it skitter. And all these cots, like the people in them start to move.
If I hear them moving and since I can understand when people say he's calling out that I'm here, as rats would, because rats don't like being noticed, Hazel would dash back as much as she can to get away from these guys and try to get to this next room back to where she came.
All right, yeah, you're dashing back through. These, the three in this first room seem to be just slumbering peacefully, even with the other.
The guys in the other room aren't coming after me.
I mean, you hear them like all kind of like they're just kind of like stretching and kind of waking up. The one that was kind of like calling out towards you seems to be like actively kind of like looking around a little bit, but you're quickly kind of like skittering under these really fast. And I swear I saw it go that way. And he's looking in like the opposite direction of where you're running to.
Hazel's just running back to her friends as fast as her little rat feet can carry her.
She goes off. And as you guys are looking down the hallway, you can see the rat just charging forward, full gallop down the hall.
Hazel runs around.
Right for us.
Hazel runs over everyone's feet and then starts crawling up Orkan's robe. Like,
okay.
Immediately, she starts going. Orkan picks her up and is holding her, as one would hold like a pet rat, so she's comfortable.
Hazel realizes the flaw in the plan that she can't tell them anything. She's a rat.
Okay, so.
Oh.
Yeah, I wouldn't shapeshift in his hand. It's gonna break his arm.
Hazel locks eyes with Orkan as a rat, and then gently boops the area where his nose should be 3 times, waits, and then boops it 4 times.
Okay, so first word has 3 syllables. Second word has 4 syllables.
Hazel squeaks frustration.
Nope.
And she's just shaking her head.
Does anyone have speak with animals?
I have animal handling.
I have speak as beastling leaf, but that doesn't help me right now.
I have animal handling. Does that help? Probably not.
No, I don't. Yeah, technically, she's not really an animal.
Yeah.
I mean,
would comprehend languages work?
Don't spend comprehend.
Believe so.
Do rats speak a language? Do rats have language?
Yeah.
Languages rats have zilch as under languages, so comprehend languages wouldn't even work in this instance.
Languages, chitter.
God.
So Odd is just gonna look down the hallway.
You guys can, and actually, Odd and Selena probably hear this, but you can hear some chatter now coming from that room. I swear I saw it go the other way, but maybe it came back this way.
Hazel is.
I'm gonna squash it. When I find it, I'm gonna squash it.
She's frantically squeaking at them, at her friends 7 times.
Okay. No. Can all of us hear this, or just Odd and Selena?
Right now, I would say probably just Odd and Selena hear that. And thank you, 20 Sides, for the Game Master reroll. I appreciate that. I'm up to 4 now, aren't I?
Oh no.
Oh God.
Odd is going to creep down the hall just enough to try to see what's in the room, but not enter the room.
As Odd moves out of, Hazel just waves in rat form.
Where is he going? We're still trying to figure everything out.
Hazel just waves goodbye in rat form.
Odd, make a stealth check for me, please.
Already on it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, as you're kind of creeping down the hallway, you can hear chatter. It sounds like multiple people. Actually sounds probably more like 4 folks. One in particular seems to be like milling about the edges of the room, very intently looking at all the corners of the room and like kind of moving some personal effects out of the way, like a bag or a satchel. And he kind of like, he looks and he goes, It's not there either. Hi, cat.
Looking for the rat.
There's no rat here. I'm just.
Look,
This is.
don't-
I'm just acting to
Don't
see
worry,
out.
I'll help you, Papa. I'll help you find the rat.
Because of my cat, you guys get advantage on finding the rat. But yeah, they look like they're milling about looking for the rodent.
So as I move up to where Odd was standing, I can now basically I can see them.
Yeah, you can see them if you're. Yeah,
And
but they're
gonna look
down the
over
hallway.
For the record, I'm staying on Orkan's shoulder.
Oh yeah, I figured I still was holding you. I wasn't
Yeah.
going to drop you down. Works even better. Look over at Forrest and Selena. I'm not going to call out to Odd, but there's at least one or two in there.
It's torchlight. I can see it. But
She squeaks 7 times as he says 1 or 2.
I wonder if that's why she's squeaking so much. Maybe that's okay. Maybe there's 7 of them.
She like falls over on his shoulder like, thank God someone heard me.
Should I cloud them all in darkness before they see Odd?
As you're like pondering this conversation, one of the cultists kind of moves out into kind of visual line of sight from where like Odd is standing, and these two kind of together, like collectively, they like all of a sudden turn towards the direction of where you guys are speaking. Who's there? Who is that? I see a silhouette.
can Odd like get a good look of? Never mind. I was gonna say because I haven't gotten disguised self yet, so the only alter self only changes the way I appear.
Yeah,
It doesn't
yeah,
change my clothing,
it doesn't change
so-
your clothing, yeah. So all these times you look
they-
like Forrest. You look like Forrest, but you're wearing your attire. So
Right. So I can't look like a cultist if I don't have the cultist attire. All right. I'm gonna look back at Orkin and try to do the best hand signals I can.
Don't know what he's trying to say.
now you can hear like weapons being drawn from behind you, Odd. Shh. Swords being unsheathed, and you hear, "Who are you?"
I like to just whisper to myself, "Fire in the hole." And with that, can I cast Bane, and let's get this good thing going?
Sure. Yeah, cast Bane, and then we'll roll initiative.
As he's doing that, you can see
Oh,
Orkin has, the glass bottle in one hand and is looking at Hazel at the other and going, "Which small thing does he want me to throw, Hazel or the bottle?"
Both.
Oh, so they need
Throw
to make,
Hazel in the- put Hazel in the
charisma
bottle and then
saves.
throw.
Are you just casting on these 3 that are up front?
It's gonna be right in the middle. So that's gonna be a 30-foot radius.
Oh, you can hit everybody in a radius on Bane?
No, Bane.
That's what it's-
It's up to
Yes.
3, isn't it?
I thought it was up
Oh
to
no,
3.
yeah, it's up to 3. Sorry.
Up 3? Gotcha.
Yeah, unless
Okay.
I expended second, but I'm out of seconds.
And that's a charisma save, DC. Oh, are you kidding me? They don't have charisma as an option on here. So I'm gonna have to make the save for each one of them individually. Unfortunate.
Oh, that stinks.
Unfortunate.
Only 3.
Yeah. Could be worse.
I'm gonna
Charisma
put you to work. 'Cause a lot of
saves.
my spells are charisma.
Fail. Success. Fail. So they'll say cultist 1 up here has been baned, and cultist 6 has been baned. How am I gonna show Bane? Let me see. Do I got any symbols for Bane? I'll just use I'll just use this screaming guy. And we'll say cultist 6 down here at the bottom of this group has been baned successfully. And now, we need to roll some initiative, folks. So don't forget, if you click on your token, and you should have an initiative button in the top left-hand corner, roll that right and roll 20. And I will grab everybody else, and I should be able to roll everybody's initiative down here at once.
So, completely off topic. McDonald's has this special garlic sauce that I got, and I got one, and it has cat fangs in it. Somebody bit into my garlic sauce.
Oh no!
I would not recommend using that.
Yeah.
Any sauce that is cat fangs as an ingredient is probably not something you want to put in your body.
My
Hazel.
cats are chirp.
Oh!
Oh my goodness. I think I know what's going on. Like, why are my... Well, the other one still worked for me. I don't understand why my API is not working.
David broke them.
While Michael's trying to figure that out, I'll be honest, I was looking on Google for hand grenade hand signs to do the organ, and I couldn't find any.
Okay, I'm gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way, one at a time. Ugh.
Still not working?
I mean, it should be working on this.
Ooh, I don't like that.
Yeah,
That was
showing
nat
up.
20.
I don't like. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We got some nat 20
So I don't like.
in there.
I don't like a lot of these.
Oh, I'm
Well,
not.
at the same point, it's better a nat 20 on initiative because the only person they can get to is Odd. Odd is our roadblock right now.
And you know what? I always on
Wasn't
ties,
that a roadblock last time?
I was just gonna say yeah.
Odd
I
is
seem
in
to
the
get in the way
same
a lot.
position he was before.
Because you
I'm gonna
just
go-
wandered off.
Go ahead and put us on some music. Combat.
And while our lovely dungeon master is getting this set up,
Mhm.
make sure you
Yeah.
don't forget, folks, you can use the abbreviation !dogs, the number 4 life to get a link to our very own Selena's online store. Check out the artwork, all the fun stuff. There's a wonderful little bandana thing that you can get with an owl bear on it that I've been meaning to order for my dogs that I just have not got off my butt to do yet.
I'm loving the music.
Oh yeah. Special shout out to White Bat Audio for all this this cool combat music. They allow streamers to use the music online as long as you credit them in the credits whenever you put it online. So.
That's what's up.
So Odd, strangely enough, you are first to go in our initiative order. So after successfully casting Bane, what would you like to do?
How about yell what you meant?
There are people down here,
Gee, you don't say.
which you probably already figured out. You know, I'm gonna learn from our last combat experience and just 1, 2. No, God, you guys blocked me in.
You can move through friendlies.
Okay, and I'm just gonna fall back this time. That way, I'm not in the way.
Okay.
Let's see here. Here, and then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45 feet away. Mr. Cultist 3 is going to take a... where's my... There it is, right there.
Oh, wisdom saving throw. Cultist 3. Wisdom save.
Yeah, you got that button, right?
Natural 1. For the wisdom save.
right.
Taking 3 points of psychic damage.
3 points of psychic damage, and they have disadvantage on their next attack roll.
Got it. Disadvantage on the next attack roll. I'll put a little red bubble there so I remember that. So what this is Vicious Mockery. What are you saying to him?
I hate the fact that I can't change my clothing to look like yours.
Cultist looks down at his robes. It's a very, very sad look on his face. Are you making fun of my clothes? That's low. That's real low. That ends Odd's turn.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. A cultist gets to go, but it's one that is not currently where he can see anything. Moves up to here and actually kind of dashes to here. It starts running this way. Oh, intruders! We have intruders! It starts running down the hall. That's all he can do. Cultist 3, very saddened by what just happened, starts running forward, weapon drawn. Can get past his friend, squeezes by. He gets right in Orcon's face and is going to swing at him with a scimitar attack.
Look out, Orcan.
Think a 16 will hit. Slashes you for 4 slashing damage across the chest. Forrest, you get to go next.
Wait, was that Cultist 3?
Yeah, that one had disadvantage.
Disadvantage, so it'll only been an 8. That's correct. Thanks for reminding me. That's why I always say that. Even if I put a marker on there, I will forget. Yep. So with disadvantage, still kind of shocked by all this stuff that happened really rapidly, and then got dissed for his cultist robe. Just attacks wide, misses Orcon. Forrest, what would you like to do?
Well, there's a lot of them, so it feels like this is not the time to hold back. So I'm going to cast Hex on Cultist 3 right here.
Poor Cultist 3. And I think that there's no save on that, right? It just happens?
No, yeah. It's just a bonus action that happens to them.
Hey, this one is hexed.
So I'll have disadvantage on strength checks as well.
Strength checks, okay, I'll put
Odd knows this spell, and he's like, what kind of paladin is this?
And then we will attack him with my longsword.
Okay. Oh no.
Oh.
That is a natural 1.
Do we have? Hold on.
I don't think we have any player rerolls, do we?
We do not.
And the
going
other
to you
ones
for some
won't
reason.
help. Yeah. So attack with the longsword. It's kind of hard to get a good shot with like Orcon standing right there in the hallway and having the edges of the hallway there as well. So you're trying to be cautious not to hit Orcon, and you kind of graze the side of the wall.
Well, that's everything I got.
All right, Orcon, you're up next.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Orkan is going to actually run back, so the rat on his shoulder is taking a ride with him. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So Orkan's coming down here.
That cultist will use its reaction to take an attack of opportunity against you.
Yep.
And that one this time will hit for 6 slashing across your back as you run away from him.
Okay. Now that hurt a little. And then Organ's going to look down at the rat. Am I throwing you?
Squeak.
I don't know if she wants to do so.
I'm far. We're too far now, and it's really. I'm a rat. This isn't really that helpful.
So
I mean,
what Organ's going to do is sort of follow suit with Forrest. And looking at the guy who just hit me, we are going to first cast Hex. Why did that say 2nd level?
I
Because
don't
you
know.
only have second level spell slots.
Oh, that's
Warlock.
I'm awake.
Yeah, it's a warlock spell.
I
Yeah.
don't know why it rolled. I just wanted to copy it in there, but
So you're hexing him as well?
yep.
Hey, what
And
what a
I'm
stat
going
are
to give
you?
him disadvantage on Wisdom,
Wisdom.
Double
Okay.
poison.
and then I am going to try to cast Eldritch Blast at him.
Okay.
Looks like a crit.
Oh, look at that. Critical hit. Odd, you kind of dodge out of the way as this blast of magical energy comes shooting by you and just impacts the cultist right in the chest.
So that is 14, and let me roll Hex again because it doubles. I'm assuming it would double the dice on Hex too, right?
It will, yeah, because it's a die. Doubles all the die.
Okay, so that is 7 necrotic damage, 14 force damage, and 2 thunder damage.
Okay, the cultist is trying to turn around saying to all his buddies, quickly, quickly, turns around, bam, gets slammed with this magical impact, goes flying into his buddy, and then just falls down onto the ground, unmoving.
I looked down the rack. I may have overdone that.
Hazel's little thumbs come up.
And then I'm gonna offer my hand to Hazel, so if she wants me to set her down, I can.
Yeah.
Okay. Excellent. Cultist 6, who's been baned back here, is going to start running towards this cultist as well. Can go 10, 15, 20, 25. It's a can't. Oh, well. They might have a ranged attack. Let me see if they do. They do not. Interesting. So he turns around and shouts at them, at the other one, and says, "Quick, everyone, get your weapons! We can't have them interfere with the ritual." And they're just like shouting back at the others. And that's all he does. Hazel, you're up.
Ritual, he said.
Okay, I'm still making my note about don't let them interrupt ritual. Okay. Hazel scurries down Orcan, and as soon as she's off of him, will drop her rat form, because this is going to help me not at all. And then...
Okay.
I'm going to get there, but like right on the edge of this, like I want it to go more forward. Oh yeah, I think I would have to. I'll get there really quick. I still have one more square of movement left if I need it, and I'm going to cast poison spray on whoever's in front of me.
Oh. How, is poison spray like a cone, or?
It's a 10 foot, you extend your hand towards...
I think it's a 15-foot cone.
It's it says puff of noxious gas from your palm. The creatures must succeed on a con saving throw or take 1d12 poison.
So it's just one target then?
Yep.
Okay.
Just one target.
Gotcha. All right. So this cloud of poison, Constitution saving throw.
Yep.
Constitution. Just makes it.
So he doesn't. There's no damage then, but he just has a bad smell in his mouth.
Okay, just he's able to kind of like brush it off to the side and avoid any damaging effects.
You take
And I
that
will
hand fart.
Exactly. And Hazel goes. He goes, "Whoops! I'm just a rat," and then hides behind Forrest.
After dodging that effect, and you say, "Oops, I'm just a rat."
Yep.
Quizzical look on his face.
Yep. I'm at this point. My whole strength is confused and befuddled. That's it.
You hear someone shout from the distance. You're not really sure what's being said because it's really kind of far away. 30, and then this guy just starts dashing towards you guys. That's all he can do. Cultist 2, 10, 15, 20, is just going to kind of dash in front of everybody and just come up into here, into like basically just like running up into all you, weapon drawn, and just kind of just making sure that everybody is kept within reach. And that's all he does.
Perfect opportunity if anybody has a cone attack.
And this one he rushes through all of his buddies, gets up here, and he's going to take a swipe at Forrest with a scimitar. And Forrest, you're easily able to like deflect that with your magical shield. Selena, you are up.
So I would like to use my longbow or light crossbow. Sorry. To hit.
You are currently in melee, so you would have
Yeah,
disadvantage.
Yeah, technically you have a guy right next to you, so you could use your sword if you wanted to.
That would put me at a disadvantage because of how close we are. So then yes, I would use my sword to attack cultist 1.
Go for it. Oh, look at that. So you did 10 piercing damage with that attack. And you hear just a scream from this cultist as you drive the sword through his belly. And as you pull it out, the cultist just falls to the floor. Technically, you still have your movement left if you'd like to move. It's your call.
I'm gonna stay where I am right now because I don't want to get in the middle of anybody else's attack.
Okay, you got it. Cultist
Thank you for the help, Forrest.
Working in the shadows.
You guys can see that there is another one that's running in this direction and kind of stops and is like standing at the end of the hallway with a sword drawn. And that's the end of that round of combat. That brings us to round 2 with Odd up first.
Oh my. There's so many of you. It'd be a shame if you got in everybody's way. And he's looking right at Cultist 4 at the very end of the hall, and he casts unsettling words with that sentence. So now he has a minus 1d6 to his next save. In which point I am going to make him get in the way of everybody, so nobody can leave that hallway.
Oh, so you want him basically to like stand there and stop everybody from like running back?
Yep, I'm gonna drop him with hideous laughter.
Okay, wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw minus 1d6.
Okay. Go ahead and do you have you can roll the d6. I don't think it's gonna matter.
Okay.
He rolled an 8.
So my joke to him is what's the hardest cult to join? A Diffie cult.
Do we have the badumps in this Discord yet? That's what we need.
We need that.
There it is. There it is. You do see Cultist 4 kind of takes more of a defensive stance back there, almost like getting ready to get into like a 3-point football lineman stance at the end of the hall. Hideous laughter means that they just start
laughing and fall prone.
Oh, so yeah, he gets in that stance and he's like, because you commanded him to like block the hallway, so that's where I was confused. So
no.
he's like,
I just wanted to get in the way of everybody.
And he starts like just billowing laughter and just starts like rolling on the floor, kicking his legs all up, and he's just having a merry old time back there. Well done, Odd. Anything else?
No, they'll do it.
All right. Cultist 5 rushes, actually just comes up a little bit and is going to take a scimitar swipe at Selena. Critically hitting Selena.
Oh, sorry. I want to reiterate that hideous laughter drops Bane because they're both concentration. So Bane is gone.
Bane is gone. Got it.
Yeah.
Taken care of. So Selena, you're going to take 8 points of slashing damage as a scimitar is raked across you.
Can I parry?
Parry just reduces damage, right?
Yeah.
I think that's what. Yeah.
So I would roll 1d8.
Yeah, you can roll one of your. Oh. I mean, this was a strong cultist bringing this hit on through, and you try to parry it, but you're a little bit too late. You do reduce some of it. Very little, but you take a total of 7 damage. Yeah, Tag Fitty, these dice are ready to crit tonight. And that actually ends Cultist 5's turn, bringing us to Forest.
So first, we're going to start by moving our hex onto cultist number 5 over here.
Yep. Same thing, strength?
Yeah. I think
Okay.
it's the same thing as long as
Has
it's
to
up.
stay
I
the
can't
same.
choose it again. Yeah.
Got it.
I'm going to take a step down to get in front of anybody else coming down and make an attack at cultist 5 here.
Go for it. Chat hates Cultist 5. Chat wants to see Cultist 5 go down. Oh, man. I don't know if that's going to do it. A
1
10?
second here. 1 second.
We do have some inspirations.
Let's try a 1d6
Redeem-
inspiration, I think.
1d6. You're going to expend an inspiration. Add that to your number. 3. This will successfully hit thanks to your inspiration through chat. As the sword comes around and it just drives right into your opponent. For 13 damage?
Plus the hex damage. 1 second.
So 15 total. As this one thinks it's getting the upper hand on Selena and slashing across Selena, it turns around just to see your blade strike true, Forrest, and drop this cultist down to the floor.
Thank you.
Avenge.
Then I'm going to let cultist number 7 take his attack of opportunity, and I'm going to step into the hallway.
Oh, you mean cultist 2 right here?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep, he will totally do that. Attack of opportunity. Not going to be enough. Yep, not going to do it. Whiffs completely on the attack, focusing more on the others around him.
On my turn here.
And your turn here. Orcon, it's your turn.
Okay. Well, I think Odd and Hazel probably have Cultist 2 pretty much on lockdown. I can see Forrest starting to move down, so I'm going to look past Forrest and move my Hex onto Cultist 6.
Okay.
And
You got
same
it.
thing with them.
You got it.
And then
Hex is
we're
on.
going to Eldritch Blast again. Ooh. Okay, where do I find what we got left for inspiration?
It's in the
There
Probo
isn't it.
Points channel.
Yeah, there's a Probo Points channel. We're keeping track of them.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Have no fear, chat. Cultist 5 is no more.
Okay, so we have 1d6 and a d12. Okay, I'm going to. Anyone mind if I use that other d6?
Nope,
Go for it.
they're right for you.
All right. Chat, they're using them up. So if you got some Probo points and like to help out,
Ooh. I don't know if that's going to do it. That's an 11.
11 is not going to hit. You're trying to be very careful. You're firing through a lot of your friends. So you're trying to be very cautious as you do this, and the shot just kind of goes over everybody's head.
It's okay if I sort of,
Friendly fire, friendly fire.
Trying to graze Odd, right?
Right in the ear.
Nikki Rain just redeemed a player reroll and a
And
D12.
D12.
D12, so you guys can add those to your totals. Player reroll and a D12 inspiration. There's a D10 inspiration coming in. Oh, she's cashing them in.
And a
She's
D8.
cashing them in. Yeah, and there's a D8.
Grazed in the ear. Too soon?
Yep.
Thank you, Nikki.
Orcon, did you want to move?
Yep, and you said we were hearing shouting. Was there any sort of inkling on which direction it was coming from, where these guys were coming from, or from behind me?
Coming from the same direction they were coming from, but farther in.
Oh, okay. Orcon's gonna take a couple of steps back this way, just to see what's in here and just sort of peer around. Make sure no one's coming up behind us.
Sure. I will give you, since you already took like your action, I'll give you more information about the room once your next turn pops up. Okay.
I'm not really even looking at the room. It's more just looking around for other entrants or exits and making sure no one's coming up behind us.
You got it. Cultist 6 gets to go and rushes Forrest. Says to Forrest as he rushes up, "You'll never stop Zalrir's ritual. It's too late." And he tries to slash you with his scimitar. And you block it easily with your shield. Hazel, what would you like to do?
Hazel's mad right now and isn't being her normal let's use fun magic self, and is just taking out her scimitar and is going to slash at cultist 2.
Okay.
Oh, that's a critical.
That's
It was
bad.
19 and it rolled over.
All right.
Go ahead and use one of those dice.
I am not using one of those dice. This is not that
Damn it.
important. No.
The only thing you could use here would be the player reroll, because an inspo is not going to take out the effect away
yeah,
of a
don't do
natural
it.
one.
Yeah, I'm not
so.
doing that.
Just
Hazel.
this rage is making you kind of just like rage attack, and you're just sporadic with the attack.
She looks down. She goes, "I know I haven't used you in a long time, but work with me here." And then just stares at the guy because she was arguing with her weapon, and just smiles.
Got you. Cultist 7 back here is kind of blocked. Like, he can't really do anything. He rushes up with a scimitar and is just like, "Move! Get out of my way!" And just kind of does that. Cultist 2 kind of like smiles at Hazel in front of him and attacks with his scimitar. And you deflect it out of the way as you're arguing with your weapon. Bringing us up to Selena.
I'm gonna attack cultist 2 since he's closest.
You got it. And that will hit. As he's focused too much on Hazel right now, you drive the rapier into his back for 5 points of piercing damage. He kind of goes, and reaches for his back, but you can see like he's still up and in the fight right now. Anything else you would like to do, Selena? Movement or bonus action?
I'm gonna move just 1 square up, so I'm kind of protecting Forrest back.
Oh, good move.
And that will end my turn.
Excellent. So Cultist 4 is still laughing hysterically in the background.
Wisdom saving throw at the end of his turn.
Wisdom save at the end of his turn. Does that -6 still apply to this, or is it like a one-time thing?
It was just his next roll.
He's still laughing. Rolling around on the floor. Bring us to Odd. What would you like to do?
I am going to sidestep over to this side, and I'm going to shout down the tunnel towards Orkin. I'm like, "Hey, Orkin, do you know why most people join satanic cults?
Why?
Just for the hell of it." And then with that, I'm going to distract Cultist 2 using the help action to grant Orkin advantage on his next attack roll against him.
Oh, okay. Excellent.
And that will do my turn.
Orkin, somehow this joking has gotten you some confidence. Like,
Yeah. I need to learn some more of these, you know.
feels good to
Reasons.
laugh in the face of danger. Forrest, you're up.
Well, I will start off by putting Hex on the cultist 6.
Excellent. Double hexed, Cultist 6.
Yeah, he's for a bedtime. We'll take a swing with my longsword.
You got it. Oh, that's definitely gonna do it. 10 plus your hex
And
damage.
Plus 1.
11 points of damage. Well, that's enough as you drive your sword through his chest and he falls to the ground motionless. Cultist 6 is no more.
Nice job.
Gonna keep my slow march towards the rest of these guys going.
You can see as you're approaching this next cultist, there is a sense of like, gotta stand tall here in his face.
I mean, they have noticed literally none of them hit me.
You're looking quite confident right now, Forrest, as you approach. Orcon, it's your turn.
Well, given that my hex is no longer on that cultist, I'm going to move it to cultist 2.
You got it.
And then we are going to Eldritch Blast again.
All right, hex is on cultist 2 with an Eldritch Blast.
We've got
You'll have advantage on this roll. That's a good roll. Let's see if you can do any better.
Come on.
Still
That
hit.
first one is still good. Yeah, that blast of Eldritch energy definitely shoots across the room and strikes the cultist true.
Ooh.
And then so we have 6 Force, 2 Thunder, and 3 Necrotic.
So with a small crack of thunder, this energy goes flying across the room. Selena, as this cultist is like turning towards you after you stabbed him in the back, all of a sudden this flash just appears from behind him, smoke off of his back, and he just falls to the ground, dead.
Oh no, my friend. We were just joking.
And,
no, he's dead.
And Orcon, I said that I would. So this room looks like it's like filled with like crooked shelves that are filled with books and scrolls. Looks like some sort of little like makeshift library down here. In the center of the room, there's a square table covered with scribbled notes and ink-stained parchment. And there is a like a. It looks like this room was like totally enclosed at first to you, but it looks like somebody has made like a wall or some kind of cave opening to the south.
Oh, okay. Orcon's gonna hang where he is for now and make sure his friends are okay before he starts rummaging around through all the scrolls and whatnot.
You got it. You got it. Hazel, you're up.
Hazel just goes, oh, when cultist 2 drops, and then turns and walks. Oh, why am I not? Okay, I can't move myself apparently now. Roll20 and I are having a disagreement.
You can't move yourself?
No. I moved like my hit points somehow, but not my token. I don't know what's happening.
Your token just moved to next to
Well, I'm moving her token, but I thought I saw your token
my
move before.
Side, it doesn't look like it. I'll refresh after my turn.
Okay.
I'm gonna just because I'm tall enough to do this. I'm gonna just put my hand over Forrest's shoulder.
Okay.
And go. I hope this smells worse than the eye.
Oh my god.
Well, the eye didn't taste bad. And then that's the hand part. Hazel's going to use poison spray, and it's a
Charisma save, was that? Or
it's not a lot of
Constitution?
damage. It's only 1 damage because I'm rolling like crap tonight. But
Oh,
it's a con
let's go to con save. You got it. Let's roll a con save up. That's gonna succeed again. You're just he kind of like ducks out of the way. You're going kind of over the top of the shoulder. It makes it kind of awkward to get a good aim.
I was trying to like cover Forrest's face without blocking his view, so he wouldn't smell it. And there, I just messed it up. I'm like, I hate the underground. I hate it.
He got a little bit of the peripheral whiff.
Yeah. So Hazel just goes, I hate it down here, and then stands behind Forrest, ready to.
You got it. Cultist 7 is trying to hold true, and attacks Forrest with a scimitar. I don't think a 12 is going to be enough. Nope. No. Forrest just get the shield in front of him, and he's just like, all these weapons are just grazing, putting just the little scratches in the front of the shield as he's blocking every attack. Selena, you are up next.
Is there enough space for me to try and move past them? Or would Cultist 7 be kind of blocking everything?
Cultist 7 is going to be blocking. Since you're a halfling, like, you could move up and like make an attack, but then like you can't end your turn like there. You would have to kind of move back after you were done. So I'd say you can like crawl in between the legs of Hazel and Forrest, like make an attack real quick, and then you can kind of like scurry back.
Okay.
Or you could use your bow and arrow. Or your crossbow.
You could use a crossbow here. You will be firing past some of your friends.
Okay, but I'd be far enough to be able to use that.
Yeah, I'll probably give Cultist a little bit of cover, meaning his armor class is going to be a little bit higher, but you could totally do it.
Give that a try.
Okay.
The light crossbow has a shorter distance, so we'll try that one.
Oh, that's definitely going to hit. Very good. 6 points of damage as you hear him go, ah, in the distance with a perfect shot. Firing between your friends. Anything else?
I think that's it. So where movement wise, I think I'm gonna stay where I'm at.
Say where you at. You got it.
Yeah.
Cultist 4 is still laughing back here and must make a wisdom saving throw again at the end of his turn. And fails once again. Is still continuing to laugh at the end of the hallway.
Man, I'm
for some
killing it.
reason. Cultist 7 with this crossbow bolt sticking out of his shoulder, like turns around and like, would you stop it? Get up! You fool! Shouting at the guy at the end of the hallway. Bringing us to Odd.
Odd is going to peek around the corner. I think you guys got Cultist 7 down pretty much, so I'm just going to do a vicious mockery on Cultist number 4.
Vicious Mockery. That is a saving throw, I believe. Wisdom.
Nope.
Another wisdom saving throw. That's gonna fail for 1 point of psychic damage.
1 point of psychic damage, disadvantage on his next attack, and now he has to do another wisdom saving throw to see if he keeps hideous laughter.
Because he took damage?
Yep.
Okay, got it.
He has a chance of breaking out of it now.
Let's see. Another wisdom save. Nope. Still laughing. What did you say to him that was so funny, but hurt him so?
What was it? It was the difficult joke.
Oh, okay, gotcha. He's you're gonna keep on riding that difficult joke, right? That's a good one. This cultist finds it hilarious.
Right?
All right,
My
Forrest, you're up.
jokes are killing them.
Yes. Very
Works
nice.
so far, so we'll move our hex.
The cultist 7.
Yep. And then
You
we'll
got it. Same old, same old.
wipe at him. Oof.
Want to cash anything in?
No, I don't think we need to at this point, honestly.
Yeah, that
Just
cultist is
stare him
able to
down.
duck your attack as your sword clangs the wall next to you. Yep, exactly. Makes that sound. And Orcon,
here
your
for
turn.
Orcon is just so sick of the borderline psychotic laughter he's hearing. He sort of crouches down almost down on one knee, is sort of trying to aim along the ground. Is going to move. Actually, am I close enough to? Yeah, hex is 90 feet. So I'm going to move my hex to cultist 4.
Cultist 4, okay.
Yep.
All right.
And then I'm going to try to Eldritch Blast him. Now he is prone, that's range, so I do get disadvantage on that.
Disadvantaged, and I'm going to give him he's like half cover because of all these people in a line in front of him, so it's going to be difficult to hit him, but you can go for it. You have to make another roll for disadvantage. Okay.
14.
So with the armor class increase because of the cover, that's going to be a miss.
Okay.
You're trying to be careful. You're shooting kind of up above, and it goes over top of him because he's like rolling on the ground way behind all those guys.
Well, somebody do something? There's too many of you in the way. I'm gonna walk over to the table.
Gotcha. Hazel, you're
Down
up.
in front.
Hazel isn't sure what to do because her hand fart isn't working so well. And Forrest is directly in front of her, so she doesn't really want to use her scimitar. So instead, she's just gonna turn to Selena and cast Cure Wounds because she got hit pretty rough before.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna cast
Casting
Cure
some
Wounds
healings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For 5 points of healing. I
5 points of healing. Look at that.
I crouch down to her eye level, which is really hard for me, and I just put my hands on her shoulders and go, "It's okay. There's plenty more eyeballs to lick down that hallway." And then she turns back around, not realizing that probably doesn't make her feel better, but the magic does.
Absolutely. And the wounds begin to close for Selena. Bringing us to cultist 7. Who's having this mighty battle with Forrest, the front of the line. It's gonna swing a scimitar back at Forrest. 14? Still not? Ah, another deflection by Forrest. Is this cultist definitely needed to spend a little bit more time training to take on somebody like Forrest. Selena, you're back up. Feeling a little better now.
Thanks, Hazel. Sorry, your stinky hand's not working.
It's okay.
I am getting real tired of the guy in the back laughing. So
Yeah, it's really annoying.
I'm gonna try and hit him with the crossbow.
Okay, same. I'll do the same with you. He's gonna have, because it'll be disadvantaged because he's prone and you're trying to shoot him. And he has a +5 to his AC right now because there's so many people standing in the way. So the 14 unfortunately is not gonna hit. It's gonna miss. It's gonna deflect off the wall as you're trying to miss all your friends.
Dang it.
He's really hard to hit back there because there's so many people standing in the way, and he's laying on the ground just rolling around.
Yeah.
Anything else?
I was wondering, can I use action surge to take an additional action on my turn?
You can.
Okay. I'm gonna do action surge and try and give Forrest a hand with my sword.
Okay. Oh, so you're gonna kind of crawl up and make an attack?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
7. You want to do anything about that 7? You want to use any of your chat inspirations? You guys have some that were redeemed if you'd like to use one. Our chat's been generous.
If you want to.
Yeah.
I say you can.
Do we still
Yeah,
have
you don't
the-
have to.
We have 2 player rerolls, a 1d8 inspo, and we have 2 d12 inspos right now.
Can I do a reroll
I don't care.
on attacks?
Yeah. That's up.
So do I
you
just-
guys?
You
Yeah.
want to?
Do it,
You just roll your attack again.
Okay.
Would you like to do anything else about that roll?
So I'm gonna leave it there.
Oh, you're there? Okay. You kind of crawl up, and just at the last minute, like, Forrest is in this heavy battle with this guy, like, right in front of him, using his shield to kind of deflect and his sword, and he kind of just nudges you just a little bit with his leg as he's kind of moving and parrying, and it makes your attack go a little wide, and you graze the wall instead of your opponent. And then you have to kind of shimmy back with your movement to your spot.
I tried, Forrest. It's too close quarters here. I'm short, but I'm not that short.
And actually, like, what he's gonna do, he sees you, like, make that attack and try to, like, shimmy away. He's gonna take, like, a quick, like, stab down at you using his reaction to use to make a quick attack against you. Oh, and he actually hits.
Rude.
4 points of slashing damage, unless you want to use. You have a bonus action that you can use to.
Would she kind of have cover because she's crawling underneath Forrest's legs?
Maybe 3/4, but that's only a +2. What's your armor class?
My armor class is 16.
It would still hit. Yeah, 18's a good roll.
I don't think there's anything that I can do at the moment.
That's okay.
Right,
That would
so he
really
slashes and
be beneficial.
gets you for another 4 points of damage, Selena.
Oh man. Well, some of
She's
your
like
healing
slashing around.
helps.
He's like, they're everywhere! They're everywhere! He's like slashing her all around. Cultist 4 is continuing to laugh and must make a save. And does, at the end of his turn, stops laughing.
Oh, thank God they finally finished it.
Still prone, though. Because that's the end of his turn. Odd, you're up.
Alrighty. Oh, there's like 3 people in a Congo line right in front of me, so I can't really. I have to be within 5 feet to use the help ability, so it looks like it's another vicious mockery for me. So.
On 7 or 4?
Oh, did I do it? Nah, I did it twice. Well, it's 1 either way. It's gonna be on 4 again.
4 again? You got it. Wisdom saving throw.
Now I believe it's
Fails.
been. I believe it has been 3 turns, and that's 1 minute, right?
No.
1 minute is
turns.
10 turns.
Oh, okay. Then that guy's still under hideous laughter if he wants to make another wisdom saving throw.
Well, he made his save at the end of his turn, so he's no longer laughing.
Oh, okay. Well, joke's over.
Yeah. He's finally gotten over the difficult joke.
Oh, well, I'm out of bonus action, so that's it for me.
All right, Forrest, that brings us back to you.
Oh.
This cultist is standing tough in front of you, Forrest. What are you going to do about it?
Very little, apparently.
You going to let that be a 10?
I think so. Like, I just
All right.
we'll save those
cultist-
for when we need them.
It's just the cultist is trying to stab anything that's coming near him. He's got this halfling like crawling like a tunnel underneath, with people like putting their hands over your shoulder, trying to hand fart in your face, and just like slashing away, and it's making it really difficult for you to hit this guy. Orcon, what would you like to do? You're standing at this table.
What? I'm starting to hear sounds of battle again.
Yeah.
I thought they just finished everything because I heard the laughter stop.
Yeah, you're hearing
I'm
a lot
gonna
of
come
swords
back
clanging
around
off of
the corner.
walls.
And my hex is still on this guy who's still on the ground.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And I don't really have anything I can do that ain't gonna wipe out the party. Huh. So I'm gonna fire another Eldritch Blast, but this time I'm going at Cultist 7.
Okay. You won't have disadvantage. Still cover,
Yep.
but not disadvantage this time. Still worried about hitting all those friends, unless you want to try to do something about that roll.
No, because
Good.
we only got the D8 and the 2D12, right? Because we used the one reroll.
Yep.
3.
I'm gonna burn one of the D12s. We gotta deal with this.
Burning a D12.
We can also roll
you.
above a 6. That'd be great.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know?
yeah. You need it. Just barely misses Orkan as you fire the Eldritch Blast. All these have like that little thunder crack that's involved with them every time you cast. Yep, so another thunder crack. Energy hits the wall, doesn't even get down the hallway, just hits the wall and kind of crackles some of the stone from the wall.
Like, thank goodness all of these aren't grazing odd, because I'd be near dead by now.
Hazel, you are up.
There's a tunnel down here. I'm going to go look this way because I really can't help you with everyone in that line. 15, 20, 25, 30. And I'm going to go down. I'm just going to start looking at this tunnel.
Okay, you got it.
Because I can't do anything to help them down there. Maybe I can circle around.
Flank them from the opposite side. There you go.
That's going to end so well. Can I share space with Forrest to swing at Cultist 7? Or is that not a thing?
You're like the biggest of the party. You wouldn't be able to do that.
I really can't do anything here either, short of changing
You guys
something.
are all just like crammed in this spot again.
Beat
You
an
know what?
MFer with an MFer. Use Forest as a weapon.
What can I do? I don't have a lot of my fun spells yet, and anything else will destroy all of us. You know what? Fine. It's gonna be another hand fire. I'm hoping it's gonna work at some point.
Okay. Constitution
Stand for the win.
save.
5 if he fails his con save.
He fails.
Hand fart.
This is poison spray. So this poison finally hits its mark, and you see him like his eyes like roll back into his head, and he falls to the ground motionless.
Yay.
Run, Forrest, and she pushes him.
Run, Forrest.
Uh-oh. That was weird. You guys still hear me?
Was that in your
Yeah.
house?
No, like my other monitor just like went black all of a sudden.
I heard
I heard
something
I heard
though
a
at the same
thunder.
time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
thunder.
yeah, it was thunder crack outside, yeah. So
Yes, that's what happened to me. I just lost power.
if I like just disappear, that's what's happened. So
Do you want a backup system?
I mean, I still have power. All my lights are still on. Everything's all like I don't know. That screen just went black for some reason. I don't know. It
Yes,
was weird.
all your lights are on, but they're red, so that's ominous. That's not exactly a good thing. Red alert.
Red alert. Yeah, if I just disappear and we aren't streaming anymore, it's because my power went out. Because I guess it's storming at my house now. Didn't realize it.
I'm just around the corner and I don't hear
Up,
anything.
up. Now my other screens went.
No, you're
We
still here with us.
We still hear you.
That was really
Still
weird.
live.
Now my other two screens went black for a second.
Okay.
Sabotage from the cultists.
Yep, it's the cult. They're after me. All right, let's see if we can get through this encounter before everything dies. All right.
I don't see any storm over here. That's weird.
It's hitting like right outside my house.
Yeah, we'll get to
So,
you.
Selena.
I think it's the cult.
So now that they've taken down the cultist that was in front of Forrest, I'm going to use all of my movement and get right in front of cultist 4.
Okay.
Now, did
Charge
Ford ever
out.
use his action to stand, or is it still
Nope.
prone?
So it was at the end of his turn. He didn't have any movement.
Okay, so you have advantage on melee.
Yep. So that's a 16 to hit for 9 points of damage. So Selena rushes up, takes the rapier, jumps at the end, and just drives the rapier down through the cultists, killing him immediately.
That laughter is so annoying.
And that
Alright.
takes us out of encounter. I'll change our music back to something more appropriate for down here.
Nobody appreciates a good joke.
Yay.
Jeez.
I didn't hear it. I'm sorry.
I think that's a good time for us to take our break for this evening. Hello, and thank you so much for hanging out with us here at Proficiency Bonus. Please take an opportunity to support our sponsors.
First up is Little Dragon Corp. Little Dragon Corp is an online storefront based in the Great White North of Canada. They sell everything your heart could desire, so long as everything your heart desires is largely polyhedral dice sets and other TTRPG sundries. Check them out for all of your dicey needs. Perhaps buy a lovely hardcover copy of one of these fine books. If you're feeling especially cute, you could treat yourself to a t-shirt or one of these fine little proprietary Little Dragon Corp dragon plushies. They've got all the classic types of dragon, like Mooney, Terra, Dad. Whatever strikes your fancy over on Little Dragon Corp, be sure to enter our special promo code BONUS at checkout for 15% off of your order. That's BONUS, BONUS, for 15% off your order. That's like if you made 7 individual purchases, you could basically buy anything you want on the store, and it's like it was free with all the money that you saved from earlier. I'm absolutely positive that's how math works, and I will be taking no questions at this time. Thank you, Little Dragon Corp.
Cardboard Castle Games is a brick-and-mortar game store local to Evans, Georgia. They have a wide selection of tabletop gaming and other cool games like Magic the Gathering, Pokemon cards, and even Yu-Gi-Oh! You can visit them in-store and let them know that we sent you, or you can go visit their website at cardboardcastlegames.com.
Don't forget to find us on social media. We're on Twitter, Facebook, and Discord. Links to our social media pages and outlets are located below this video.
Don't forget, you can also support the channel by following, by subscribing, remembering to click the bell notification so you never miss another live stream, using channel emotes, and if you're an Amazon Prime user, you get a free subscription to Twitch every month.
While we are away, now is a great time to go subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's absolutely free, and there you will find hours upon hours of content to enjoy. Click the bell icon to activate notifications so you won't miss a single show. Once again, thank you for joining us. We hope you are enjoying the show, and we'll be back in just a moment. Welcome back, everybody. So our party just got done taking out a large group of cultists down here in the catacombs. What do you guys want to do now?
I would like to go looking for Orkin. Hey guys, Orkin disappeared.
How long has it been? Has it been 6 seconds?
6 seconds, probably, yeah.
So Orkin would have
Picking up
probably
immediately.
been down and around the corner already because he would have kept moving, trying to circle around.
Okay.
So what do we see? What do I see in this room, by the way?
It's like a makeshift library.
Oh,
Orkin would get to the corner.
Orkin, you can
and
see
then-
some kind of greenish glow coming from that room. Something is happening in that room, and you hear some kind of mumbling. It sounds like chanting.
And Orkin's going to turn back, and seeing Odd come in, is going to look at Odd and do this.
oh, Odd's not looking at you.
Odd's like looking at the table in the middle of the room. It's got like parchment like laid all over it and everything. Are you going to take a closer look at the things that are on the table?
Yeah, Odd wants to look at the books that Selena's now standing on.
Oh, Selena's standing on the table. Selena jumps on the table, starts stepping on all the books and parchment. It's like,
She was just
like-
doing intense investigation. It's fine.
Fighter logic. Ugh, screw books. Screw-
If I stand
So-
on it, you can't read it first.
now, just kind of looking over it, if you're just spending like a quick, doing a quick glance, you can see that these look like notes that seem to talk about some kind of experiments. But you'd probably have to like sit down and actually kind of like weed through them for a few minutes to be able to like understand what they mean.
I want to do
So
that.
it's up to you. Are you going to take? You're going to take some time and kind of sit down and look at these. Okay.
Dear
What are the rest?
diary.
Yeah, she's like sitting down, getting ready to pull these up. What are the rest of you going to do?
I'm gonna sit on the opposite side of the table, also reading.
Okay.
Hazel looks at Forrest because again, we both can't fit down this hallway.
Well, I'd suggest not going further while they're doing that. I'm gonna go take a look in the other room where everyone was sleeping.
Okay.
It's just a bunch of cots.
They could have
Okay.
had
So
something in
Forrest
there.
is gonna
Hazel
go
moves-
ahead and inspect those other rooms.
Hazel moves closer to Orkan and just gets really close to him, so if he wants to tell her anything.
Okay.
So Orkin's going to turn towards her and very quietly, in Sylvan, he says, "There's lights and I can see there's something in the middle of like a green circle. I think this is the ritual somebody was shouting about."
Hazel replies quietly in Sylvan. Is it a person in the circle, or
I don't know. I'm going to try to sneak a little closer and find out.
she puts a hand on his shoulder to stop him, and just goes, "I've got it," and is going to use my I forgot I could do this, and I remembered halfway through the last problem that we were having. I'm going to use my Furbolg use of disguise self, and I'm going to make myself look like a cultist.
Oh, okay. Wow.
And she just goes, "Tell the others so they don't stab me." And the only difference Hazel has made to signify it's her is on the front and the back of the plate of their armor, you just see what looks like claw marks on it, as like a symbol of like wild thing kind of in her head, like this distinguishes me from the others. None of these had this marking, so it's kind of a visual. She just tells Orkan, "Don't let the others stab me, especially Selena." And she will try to go
You're gonna go
forward.
for it, just kind of walking confidently into the room.
Yeah, like slowly. I can't see anything in this hallway. I don't know if there's supposed to be lights or not, but I can't see crap.
You
But
can't see anything in there?
I see ahead of me, but I can't see like where the hall is or whatever. Like it's not showing up.
Um,
I don't know if my Roll20 and I are just having a disagreement tonight.
uh, you don't see like a green glow?
Now I see it. It was like weird.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay, so I'll just
standing. Yeah, as you kind of approaching and you're walking in, I'll give you a little description of what you're seeing right here. So you kind of like hear these cacophonous whispers that kind of echo this part of the cave. There's an imposing human figure to the north of this like glow that you can just barely see out the corner of your like kind of looking to the north. It's kind of sweet, like he sounds like he's moving his arms in some sort of strange motions, and he's chanting, and his oily hair is kind of like slicked back, and his skin is gaunt and gray. Carved into the floor before him is this runic circle that seems to pulse with a sickly green light. And there's two cultists, one human and one elf, that stand inside the circle. Their heads are thrown back and their mouths are agape right now with this strange look on their face. And the cultist to the north just starts looking and says, "Now, release your secrets unto me. Let the truths hidden in your soul come forth and become stronger." As if in response, the cultists' silhouettes start to warp into two lanky, shadowy entities that get kind of pulled out mystically from the front of their bodies. As these two dark, humanoid, translucent-esque forms start to appear in front of the cultists, who are still like standing there, but they look like they have this like strange blank expression on their face. I'm going to add two things to the token layer that you'll be able to see now in the circle, as these things are standing next to the cultists, almost like as they have their own being now next to them.
Okay.
And you hear the one to the north say, yes, it's working. I knew it would work. Yes, finally.
Are we able to hear that from where we are? But
you can probably
yelling?
hear, it sounds like yelling, but you probably can't hear what it says.
And I would like to point out that when Hazel started to walk in there, Orkhan would have gone back into the room and told Odd and Selena that Hazel now looked like one of the had made herself look like a cultist and gone into the ritual, and that Odd should go find Forrest because
Forrest
it's
doesn't
about to
know.
go down.
Yeah, I'm gonna assume from over here I at least heard what they're saying.
Yeah, you can hear shouting, yeah. And actually, Forrest, while you're at it, go ahead and make an investigation check for me.
Oh, that's not so.
Oh,
Ooh, nice.
natural 20. You were taking the time while this was happening to kind of dig through all the cots in that area where the cultists were kind of sleeping. And searching through there, you can find a lot of some of their personal effects that they left behind. You find 2 gray cultist robes and 3 gaudy jeweled rings within there. You also, tucked beneath one of the an unused cot that seems to be kind of nicely, it's weird, it's like out of place. You find this strange gray hat. It's like a pointed hat.
I mean, I'll take it for now. Don't know what it's doing.
Okay, so you take the hat. There are 3 rings, and there are the 2 gray robes that you're not really sure are worth anything, but they are like in the room if you needed them.
so
it's like the cultist robes, right? Could I try to like put them on over my armor?
Yeah, absolutely. You can put one over your armor.
A hat on?
Yeah.
Blend in?
Yeah. So Forrest goes ahead and puts one of the robes on and puts the cowl up over his head.
So Odd, having heard that Hazel has gone forward, is gonna quickly set down the book, run back towards one of the corpses, and exchange. Well, not exchange, but put the robe over what he has on.
Oh, sure, yeah. So you're gonna get robed up as well? Okay. As you guys are doing that, Selena, as you're digging through this information, you learn that this is written by an individual named Zalryr, Zalryr. And you get details, notes about how he is experimenting with ways to magically siphon secrets from deep within an individual's soul. Early experiments reduced volunteers to piles of necrotic sludge, which they note that they disposed of into the sewage. You also find information that this is one sect of cultists that worship Vecna, the Whispered One. Just one small sect of cultists that kind of call Neverwinter their home. And you get some notes that there are like conflicting cults they're all worshiping the same god, but some of them they're very competitive with one another. So there's different kind of sects of Vecna that lead these cults.
I see what Hazel is talking about. I can't see this hallway either.
You can't see the hallway?
Yeah, it's black up until like this edge over here. But
it's because
the light has a radius on it, and you guys don't have a light source.
Yeah, we don't have it.
Yeah, so. The hallway is dark until you can get the light kind of going into the hallway. So those of you that are getting close hear what is taking place now, and you hear that individual Hazel at the top say, Look towards you, seeing you out of the corner of your eye, looking like a cultist right now. It's like, ha! Follower of the Whispered One. Don't you see? It works.
Hazel's fully unhinged brain is actually going to come in handy right now, and she actually smiles, and it comes through as like actual pure joy at seeing weird magic. So I think it would pass any kind of mental test this person's going to throw at her in this moment. And Hazel's going to walk closer to them, not getting too close, like avoiding like the main center of the circle, like not touching the lines.
Yes, step into the circle. Allow your secrets to be a valuable sacrifice.
I smile at them and look at the circle at the floor in front of me. Is it like carved into the ground?
It is. It's carved into the floor. Mm-hmm.
Looking at the people in the circle, they're cultists, but they have like armor? Do they have their weapons? Do they have their things on, or are they just in robes?
They look a lot like the ones that you fought in the hall. Mm-hmm.
So they look like they just like came from like their rounds and like got put in a creepy green circle and are now
put or volunteered, you know.
Voluntold.
Hazel. How stupid do I want?
Orgon's trying to sneak a little close because now he can't see Hazel anymore, and he's starting to get nervous.
Gotcha.
Hazel will drop to her knees towards the circle and is reaching her hands out like she's in awe of this magic, and will just trying to figure out how stupid I want to be.
Actually, while you're figuring out how stupid you want to be,
Yeah.
you hear the individual behind you say, "Did you hear that? What
I
was
look
that?"
up I look up and I go, was the whispered one whispering to you?
Oh, I would know if it was a whisper from the whispered one.
Where did it come
with
from?
that with that snap, alter self into one of the ones that we fought back in the hallway, so I look
Okay.
identical to him now that I'm wearing his robes,
Uh-huh.
and I'm gonna run up to him in
Ah.
a frantic expression, and I'm gonna
Bryce,
say, "My
what's
lord,
wrong?
he who speaks the truth, you must know we're under attack, sir. They come from the hall that I just one of our league is holding them off as we speak. We must act now."
Make a
And
deception check with advantage.
With that, I also want to use help to take away his attention from Hazel,
Okay.
and granting her advantage on her next attack against him if she wants to.
Okay.
And 17.
17. Wait, where did you say they came from?
The hallway back there, sir. The barracks that you really should work on getting a little bit better.
Well, why aren't you there stopping them?
Our forces are, sir. I just needed to warn you just in case they break the line, sir.
They must not reach this chamber.
Absolutely, sir.
While
I
they're-
understand.
While they are arguing,
We've worked so hard for this. It's all for the glory of Vecna.
Yes, sir. I understand, sir. Were you eating something with mustard? I see the little stain on your shirt right there.
Don't worry about what I was eating.
Oh, yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
Hazel is going to take her scimitar as if she's going to go join this fight over there. And
Okay.
As I
That's it. Pull your weapon. Get yourself prepared. We must stand firm. Protect the hand and eye. Yes.
As I loop around closer to the circle, I want to try to gouge the runes on the floor with my scimitar.
Okay.
As I pass, to try to break.
Are you
the circle.
trying to be deceptive by this, making it as if you're doing it by accident, or?
Yeah, I'm acting like I'm dumb.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead and make a deception check as well.
This is not gonna go.
I'll give you advantage because you look like a cultist.
Okay. Sorry, my brain is.
Oh, Derek has rewarded you guys with a player reroll in chat. Thanks, Derek.
It's only an 11.
Okay. So you come around and you do kind of scrape one of the runes, but it doesn't quite look as accidental as you might have hoped. It doesn't look quite as dumb and accidental whenever you do it. It kind of looks more like, yeah, I look down a little bit and I slash at these runes a little bit more than I shouldn't. What are you doing? Wait a minute. I don't recognize you. Where did you come from?
Well,
Wait, sir. I remember this one. She's not very bright. She's from the sleeping dragon down off of Neverwinter River. I remember.
Shut up, you fool! This is probably one of them who have infiltrated us in disguise. And I need everybody to roll initiative, please.
Can I get a hidden before she does that? Would they do that?
Probably not, because your deception check was not good enough.
Yeah. Wait. I had initiative. That didn't. Why did my initiative not count on Roll20?
Yeah, I don't see it either.
Did you click your token first?
I rolled it on D&D Beyond because I'm smart.
That's probably what it was. Yeah, for some reason I can't get my API to work tonight, so I'm just having to do all this separately as well, because my...
But then you got a lower roll on Roll20. That's not fair.
It's fine.
Oh, it was nice knowing you.
They don't know I'm not one of them.
Yeah, technically, Odd is still the cultist. I'm gonna change us to some better music, and we're gonna get right into this. Let's go with this track from White Bat Audio called "Spitting Acid."
Can we ask them to change that name to Hand Fart?
God.
I will email them right after the show.
that is going to be the next sound file for this soundboard, a hand fart.
And Odd, I have no idea how you're rolling so high on initiative, but you're up first.
I know. All right.
You roll like a 2?
I am. Wow, I opened up a menu somehow. I am going to.
Oh, now it decided to roll my. Oh, it was rolling them separate. Got it. I thought it was like rolling it late. I didn't put too many things on. Let me double check that I didn't accidentally. Okay, I think we're good.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, for some reason my API is being all weird.
Ooh, I'm going to move over here.
Okay.
And, well, I really can't. Oh, sorry. I see it on Twitch. I'm going to move here so that I can see that hallway at least. And I'm going to cast Minor Illusion. Let's see here. There you go. And I am going to create a sound at the very end, far end of that hallway. Where is it? There it is.
Okay.
Yep. I'm gonna make all these guys think that the battle is down there. That's where they need to focus their attention, because Hazel isn't as much of a concern as the battle going on over there.
Okay, so were you targeting the hallway behind Orcon or the hallway behind Forest?
Behind Forest, because I know
Behind
Forest can take a hit. Orcan's probably like squishy.
I don't even know if Odd knows I'm there.
Oh,
What
yeah, that's right.
Sneaky.
Got it. So yeah, you can hear the swords kind of clanging back behind you in the hallway, and you can see that their attention is drawn that way a little bit. Yeah.
I'm gonna call back to these four in this circle here, and I'm gonna be like, "Quickly, you fools! You hear the battle going on? Help them!"
Okay. One of those cultists, one of them actually comes up and sees that this individual next to Zalrir is getting prepared to hostily engage this individual who looks like a cultist. This cultist seems to be like just a little bit glossy in the face, like not blinking anymore, and just like roaming up to you, and is actually going to take a swipe at you, Hazel, with a scimitar attack. But misses. You're easily able to dodge out of the way of that attack. The other cultist actually starts roaming that direction. Is going to pass you, Odd. If you'd like to take an opportunity attack, you can, or if you want to keep the facade going.
I'm gonna keep the facade going for now.
Okay, you got it. 1, 2. So the cultist moves up into this area in Forest. You can see that a cultist is coming around the corner and sees you dressed as a cultist. And doesn't really say anything to you. It's just looking like wide-eyed, just kind of expressionless, and just walking forward, and actually chooses to dash. Is trying to just like squeeze by you to continue down the hallway.
I'm gonna let them get past me.
Okay. They get
then
past you on the
And then
as they leave the
my-
range.
Yeah.
You gonna make an attack on them?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, use your reaction. You can attack of opportunity as they seem to just like pass right by you wearing the robe.
Oh, with the Warcaster feat, I'm gonna go ahead and cast Booming Blade as part of this.
Oh wow.
Oh, nice.
That is still pretty much just a melee attack. It just does something if he moves again afterwards.
Right. Oh yeah.
13
Oh yeah.
damage.
You won't really need to worry about it, Forrest, as you just he squeezes by, you just kind of take your sword out, just drive it right in his back, and you just hear like a and he falls forward on his face, dead.
They got another one.
Yes. So this strange shadowy figure is here.
Did I
And-
get skipped?
Oh, did you get skipped?
You did.
I think so.
You deleted.
I'm sorry. I accidentally deleted one of the cultists and it moved you forward. So yeah, Selena, it's your turn.
So, sorry.
Yeah. Bunch of
I'm not
commotion
really-
has started while you're reading.
So I hear the commotion, and I'm gonna take what I can and stuff a bunch of the notes in my bag.
Absolutely.
And then I'm gonna move as close as I can get. So I need to. I can't go. Can't
Well,
move any
you're-
closer.
Your action, you can use your action to dash and move another 25 feet if you'd like.
It won't let me move the token. Never mind.
It won't let you. Oh, weird.
So
There you go. Will it let you move you now?
yeah. So that's
Okay.
5, 10. So I can move to there. That's as close as I can get, and then I don't know if it'll let me.
Yeah, if you wanted to dash, you could move 5, 10, 15, 20. You can move like one space past Orkin.
I'm actually gonna use one of my bows. So I think I'm within
Oh, yeah. Your crossbow?
that. Yeah.
Sure.
So I'm gonna try and hit cultist 8. I don't
You
know
got
if
it.
that stuff will obscure anything.
No, that's a perfect shot. So you get your crossbow ready and take a shot. That the bolt drives into cultist 8 for 7 points of damage. The cultist is still up, but you see like he hunches over for a moment and just like slowly starts to rise up looking in your direction. Anything else?
But
That's it. You got it. This shadowy figure.
Did he come from the one that got killed?
Did. Still there though. And starts to roam around towards that hallway. Try this movement speed. There it is. Towards Forest. And is going to use... Actually, seeing you, Forrest, is going to make a check. And just going to make a perception check. Oh, and rolled really, really well. So-
Certain something on my sheet, maybe.
So as it steps forward, it's this strange amorphous humanoid silhouetted figure kind of stops and is just closely inspecting you, like just looking into the depths of your soul for a moment. It used its action to do that though, so it's gonna stop right there. The other shadow 1, looks in the direction of where that shot came from. Let me double check something really quick. So perception. Oh. And go back to Orcon's stealth roll.
I can save you. It was a 10.
10. The shadow just passes you by and goes up to Selena.
So I can
And-
take a swipe at it then, right?
You technically could if you like to.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Do it, boss.
like
Do
to-
it.
I am going. If it's going by, I'm going to take a swipe because. Let me just see here.
Now, will that change its mind on going to Selena?
Possibly.
Possibly.
Actually, no. Because I was thinking, no, I'm not going to do it because I can't do what I was going to do. And I'd rather
Okay.
stay hidden for the moment.
All right.
Oh, you mean Warcaster?
No, the feat that I have doesn't impact weapon attacks only.
So this strange humanoid amorphous shadow reaches out towards Selena and tries to swipe at her with a strength drain. I don't think an 8's gonna do it. Selena ducks out of the way from this creature because it would have been very, very bad if you would have got hit by it. That's the end of Shadow
was
One's
that?
turn. Yeah, you don't gotta worry about it
Okay.
because you missed you. Hazel, you are up.
Phew.
You think the ruse is up, Hazel?
Hazel just goes, it happens, and with the scimitar still in hand, will swing at the person who is doing the magic.
Okay.
Oh, come on.
I think
Advantage.
you got some player rerolls.
Oh, I do. I have.
Oh, wait. No, had to. Would it still be intact? Help?
He had given me the help action before I had dragged my scimitar into the ground.
Before we
Okay,
rolled
yeah,
combat
go ahead.
initiative.
Yeah, take advantage. Yeah, because because he did say he was helping you. Yeah.
I just want to do one thing right tonight. 16?
16, much better. That will strike.
And, I mean, I didn't roll very good on damage, but
Mhm.
I
3
I
points of
smacked the
damage. So he kind of falters back and say, "You will pay for your deception." And
Hazel
that's
just tilts her head at them and just kind of like shrugs, like, bring it on. Like,
it's Zaurir's turn. He starts to cast a spell. And appearing next to you, hovering beside you, is a strange hand that's kind of glowing, and it turns into a fist, and it goes to strike down upon you as he casts Spiritual Weapon.
I was hoping he was here for a high five.
And I'm gonna double check.
Hand.
Spiritual
Unhand.
Weapon. I might be able to click on this.
Should be
Yeah, this. Yeah, I should be able to just do this. Make an attack with it. And unfortunately, that hand is gonna miss as it slams into the ground next to some of the arcane runes. He kind of goes, whoop. Don't mess those up. And then, because that was a bonus action to do that. He's actually just going to make a, with his action, he's going to make 2 dagger attacks against you because he has multi-attack. He's going to try to stab you twice. The first one is a natural 1.
so miss.
So he's, that was a 19.
That one hits. That's
So
fine.
you're going to take 5 points of piercing damage as he strikes true with this dagger and gets you right in the midsection.
It's fine.
Bringing us to Forest. It's your turn. It seems like this creature is stopped in front of you and is really looking towards you, Forest.
Well, kind of directly in my way, so I'm just gonna attack it.
Okay, go for it.
It's checking you out.
And you're gonna hit him.
Only 7 damage there.
7 points of damage. And then as the sword kind of goes through, you get some resistance. Like you think the sword has hit it, but you're not sure it did as much damage as you would hope. Will that end your turn?
Yes, it will.
All right. Orcon, your turn.
Okay. So, do I get the sensation that I am still hidden from anyone here?
Nobody has seemed to, like, be drawn to you. You're not really sure.
Okay. Things over by. At the moment, I'm really not sure what that shadowy thing is, and I'm a little more concerned about Hazel with the cultist and the other guy.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to very slowly and carefully sort of sneak my way down towards this corner,
Making my way downtown.
and then
Diddly-diddly-doo.
take an attack on our hooded individual who just tried to stab Hazel.
You got it.
Okay, so mechanically for this, am I considered hidden from him?
Let me double check. Mechanically, you are not.
No. Did we lose him again?
What?
He's
You
there.
hiccuped for a second.
Oh, it didn't hiccup here.
Alright.
It was weird.
Yeah, he's still here.
There was a glitch for a moment.
Oh, sorry about that.
Okay. So, okay, if I am not hidden from him, I'm going, and let me remove that real quick. And I'm just going to go over and
Yeah, especially if
Step-
you kind of moved out of that part of the room anyway. You're kind of almost.
I'm going to step out into the middle of the room, a little, not quite in the middle, but more into the middle where I was. Point out at him and at the shadow and just say, "Yes, you are correct. It is I, the architect of your downfall. I have slain all the others. It is only you who remains to taste my vengeance."
Odd is gonna fake gasp.
And at that point, Odd's gonna, Odd. Thanks, Odd. Odd's gonna look around and is going to cast darkness on myself.
Oh,
Okay.
can't see me.
So now I am just, basically I'm gonna like center it right here.
Okay.
So
Are you
15
gonna-
foot circle.
Yeah, are you gonna draw a circle, or do you want me to try to draw it?
No, I'll take care of it for you.
Okay. Because I can.
I'm just gonna draw it over here and then drag it over. Oh, that's the wrong button. Okay, so let's shift to do it so it's, yep. There's 3x3.
You cast it on an object you're carrying. Huh?
Okay, so now we get that. And this is going to be like over here.
Okay. So you,
Yeah,
it's just
that was-
basically, yeah, you're just casting yourself into darkness. Okay, gotcha.
Right, and it looks, and I'm also catching that shadow that's up by Celine,
Yeah, perfect. You know,
so that it can't see her either.
Okay.
And then I'm going to move a little bit to hide myself, and that'll end my turn.
All right. Odd, at the beginning of your turn, you hear that Zalrir kind of shouting to you, "Fool! There he is! Get him!"
And Odd kind of starts stuttering, and he's like falling over his own feet, stumbling towards him, and he he kind of shifts past his spiritual weapon and up beside him. He's like, my lord, there's something important that you should know. Yeah.
Out with it already.
Oh, sir, it's over for you.
Let me see something real quick. Do you want to do
And I'm
anything
sorry to
about
say,
that
I
roll?
really hope 11 doesn't.
I want to. I will say. Here's what I will say. I want to give you advantage on this roll.
Oh.
Because you succeeded on all your deception at this point. So I'm going to let you roll that one again with this time. See if it.
Classic.
So I'm gonna use that 1d8 that we have.
Yeah.
Go for
Give
it.
it a go. Because I mean, I can't be that far off. There we go.
Out, and that one's going to strike true. After pulling this out, you get the dagger and you stab him right into the side. 4 point.
That's right.
Or you didn't roll damage yet.
Damage. Yep.
Yep.
Have
Oh,
six.
6 points of damage. And you look at him. You will pay for this. He pushes you back.
I'm gonna purposely drop my alter self to show my actual face.
He goes, "How dare you? How dare you pose as one of the messengers of the Whispered One?"
Are you really asking me how? Because I can explain it if you'd like.
He just growls in your direction.
Ooh.
Cultist 8 is gonna mindlessly continue to attack Hazel. Scimitar. Is a 13 good enough? Nope. Misses the attack completely, bringing us to Selena.
Real quick, isn't spiritual weapon concentration?
It is.
No.
No, actually, it's not.
Oh, it's not.
Yeah,
Wow.
spiritual weapon is not. Yeah. Yep, it is not.
Makes it so busted.
Makes it
I
such a
tried.
good spell. That's why I
Right.
busted it out on the first round. All right, Selena, it's your turn. The problem you're going to have is the shadowy figure in front of you is clouded with this mysterious darkness all of a sudden.
Which one are we talking about? Zalrir or Cultist 8?
Cultist 8 missed the attack on Hazel.
Oh, no, sorry.
So
sorry,
now
the
we're over to
that
Selena.
shadowy
The
figure.
shadowed in front of Selena that came up with the claws now is just all of a sudden just a wall of darkness there. I'm having trouble hearing you. You sound very robotic.
You're said robot.
I'm not sure what's
Probably,
going on.
leave and rejoin the call. It's probably the connection.
Could be.
Technology is not our friend tonight.
Yeah, it's been a rough one with tech tonight.
Oh, now she's just a blue screen.
Yeah, it's
How's
better.
that?
Oh,
Better.
there you go.
Yeah, now we can hear you.
Yay, technology. Just having that Vecna already messing with us.
That's right.
So I would like to try to strike at Shadow 1 because I have
Okay.
a vague idea of where it was,
Sure.
but this
Mhm.
is really you said as a party we've only been together a couple weeks. I've never seen darkness like this before, so I'm not going to move any
Well,
further.
were you
into it.
in the zombie room? Because he did it in the zombie room too. But were you able to see
I
that?
couldn't. I could.
Was
see
your
it, but I
character
couldn't
able to
really
see
move
it?
through it?
Mhm.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's really only the second time, so I still don't know what to
Mm.
expect with it.
You got it. Now your attack will be made with disadvantage because of the magical darkness, but you can go ahead and try.
Okay.
Still a good roll, and you hit it. You feel like you hit something, but same thing that I explained to Forrest. It doesn't seem like your weapon has its normal oomph against this particular type of target.
And that's gonna end my turn because I don't want to move through that. especially since I don't know what's going on with what I just hit.
You got it. So we move on to Shadow 2, which is in front of Forest. He's going to reach out to Forest and try to do his Strength Drain ability on Forest, reaching towards him. A 6 is going to miss. Forest is easily able to dodge out of the way of that, and it remains in front of him, while Shadow 1 can't see, but is still knows that something just struck it from outside this wall, is going to try the same thing with disadvantage against Selena. A 13. Does a 13 hit?
My strength is a 12.
What's your armor class? Your
armor
AC?
class.
16.
16, so it misses. Tries to reach out towards you, and you're able to kind of like dodge out of all these, like, all of a sudden these like darkened arms like reach out of the darkness and try to grab you, and you're easily able to dodge out of the way. Bringing us to Hazel.
Hazel just sighs and will swing with the scimitar again at the person in front of her at Salrier.
Okay, go for it.
Ah,
Critical hit,
Nice.
natural 20. Look at that.
so that's 1d6, and then I need to roll another d6 because it didn't.
Yep.
8 damage total,
You don't have any modifier on top of your weapon?
+1.
Oh, is it? Oh, it already applied to the
first one did
5.
have-
First one
Yeah,
did
the first one
apply
did
the
that.
modified. Gotcha. So 8 points of damage as you catch him by surprise, because he's just staring towards Odd now that Odd has just revealed to him that he isn't the that cultist that he's been posing as.
To make it more confusing, I will also drop my disguise self and turn, like, she can now see, or they can see, I don't know if their gender preference. Full
Sorry?
Furbolg.
For Fulberg standing there. You idiots! How dare you try to stop me? How dare you try to foil this plan?
Because it's
And,
fun.
And that spiritual weapon is going to attack Hazel again as it's hovering around on his turn. So I think I can just click on spiritual weapon again and it'll do it again. And that's going to miss again. It's just, the hand whiffs once more. And he is
Bigger
actually
now.
going... He's actually going to look towards Odd and say, "Ha, fine, let the Whispered One burn you." And he's going to cast Sacred Flame as a cantrip. So I need a dexterity saving throw from Odd.
How rude. How rude of him. Here I was joining his fold and being friendly. Why isn't it working? I'm clicking. Oh well.
It's not working?
Hello. Let me refresh the page. That might be it.
Okay.
Let's try it again. I'll do it in Roll20 because D&D Beyond is being absurd.
Okay, got it.
Sorry about the delay.
You're all right.
There we go.
A 10 is going to fail. And
No.
you are...
Wait, oh, never mind.
What?
It did add your.
Yeah, you rolled a 5 plus a 5.
Yeah.
Mhm.
No, I got nothing.
Right, so all of a sudden, this like purple glow of flame and fire just starts to erupt around you. Odd, you take 6 points of damage.
Okay, ignore that. I'm just seeing why my dex thing isn't working.
Gotcha. And that actually
said
ends
5
his
points?
turn. 6.
6. I tried.
And that takes us to Forrest's turn. What would you like to do?
Well, still kind of directly in between me and everybody else, though.
It is blocking your
Going
path,
at this
Forrest.
guy.
All right.
Guess I might as well do it as a booming blade, though.
Okay, casting Booming Blade.
I think I might have missed.
Do you want to use any of your
What do we got left?
Probo point cash-ins from chat?
20, right? We still got that.
Player
He's
He's
reroll.
got a 1d12 left, I
Or
think.
d12.
Want to use it? Use it.
Yeah.
Do it. It's for you.
Yeah, let's use the D12, sure.
D12, you got it. He needs a 5, everybody. And a 7. Look at that. He strikes true. What is the damage?
Oh, I forgot.
Minimum
you.
damage, so a whole 6.
Now, explain to me how Booming Blade works.
It will take 5 feet of movement.
Mm.
And before my next turn, it takes 1d8 of thunder damage.
So the actual attack that you're making isn't magical.
No, that's just the normal effects of the weapon.
Gotcha. So, same thing is true. You strike it, but you don't feel like you're chipping away at it, is what it feels like. But if it moves more than 5 feet, then it takes thunder damage.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. All right, anything else you want to do for us? You going to stay put?
Yep. Think
All
so.
right. Orcon, your turn.
Okay.
You stand in the midst of your own darkness.
So once more, Orcon's gonna move around a little bit just to add to the sort of mysterious aura. I've already told you, you fool, don't deal with them. Deal with me. And then I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast at him.
All right, from out of the darkness, you got it.
So as he cannot see me now, I will have advantage on this,
Sure.
which has another benefit which I had forgotten about in our previous fight.
19
Because
will
of
hit.
my elven accuracy, anytime I have advantage, I can automatically re-roll one of the dice.
Oh,
So I roll 3 dice. So 19.
19 is still good.
So that is 10 points of force damage and 2 thunder.
10 force, 2 thunder. You slam him with this energy out of this darkness, and he stumbles a little bit. And he, all of a sudden, Odd and Hazel, like you see, like fear kind of like starting to arise up in this individual's face. And you see him take the dagger that he's been kind of like holding in his hand, and he drops the dagger to the floor, and he looks like he's like holding his wounds. He's like, wait, let's talk about this. We can make it right. And he starts like holding up his hand towards you. He looks very, very badly hurt.
Hazel's giggling as it's Odd's turn.
It is Odd's turn.
Oh my. Oh my, oh my, oh my.
The whispered one, he might have bigger plans. See? Please, spare me.
Odd is gonna pull out his dagger, set it right up on his chin. Crap. I forgot. Spiritual weapon is in concentration, so he can't just drop it.
Yep. It's just there, like, floating around like it's doing on screen. Trying to swat Hazel like a fly, but she keeps jumping out of the way.
I'm gonna spare you because I have questions I want answered. But you make one single move, and this dagger's going into you. So I'd like to ready action an attack that if he tries to do anything, including a spiritual weapon, other than just stay there until everything's dealt with, I can roll an attack on him.
He just kind of like looks up to you. Oh, yes, of course, you're so merciful. The whispered one, I'm sure will be grateful for your mercy.
Yeah, that's not what Bryce said before he died.
Very nice.
That'll be the end.
All right. Cultist 8 is still mindless and continues to attack Hazel. A 22. Unfortunately, it's only for 2 points of slashing damage, as it barely grazes you. And that's all Cultist 8 does. Selena, it is your turn.
And I turn around.
Yeah, you were too focused on what was going on with the main cultist that the other one just kind of came and snuck around and a quick shot to the back.
I'm gonna try and hit Shadow 1 again.
All right. Same thing. You'll have disadvantage one more time. That's still going to hit with disadvantage. Still doesn't seem like your weapon is doing a ton of damage to this fellow, but you feel like you're hitting your mark.
Is Orkin's Darkness still active?
It is. Yes.
Okay. Then that'll end my turn, because I don't know what's going on the other side of the darkness. I don't want to get in the middle of something. And I don't want to shoot my arrows into the darkness and hit Hazel or someone else.
You got it. Shadow 2 reaches out and tries to scratch at Forrest again with a strength drain. A 20.
Yeah, that
I
will
think
do
I
it.
finally hit Forrest. So you take
Just
10
like it on-
necrotic damage. And the target strength score is reduced by 1.
Yep.
And that will end that shadow's turn. The other shadow reaches out towards Selena once again with disadvantage, strength drain. Only a 10 is going to miss once again, bringing us back to Hazel.
Hazel just turns to Cultist 8 behind her.
Mm-hmm.
And she goes, "Come on, dude!" And we'll sip our... So I'm not going to make it. I'm not using things on that.
Not gonna waste anything on that. No,
This guy's not that important. No.
you got
Hazel
it.
says it out loud. Oh, you're not that important. I'm not trying again.
I'm not focusing on you anymore. Zalvir just stands there and is just motionless. Doesn't do anything. Holds his hands up, has the dagger to his throat. Spiritual weapon doesn't move, it just sits there and hovers. That's all he does for his turn. Forrest.
Well, gonna keep attacking this guy.
You got it.
$11.
11. You happy with that roll?
I don't think it's worth a reroll.
You got it.
It's the only thing
Yeah.
I got left.
Unfortunately, 11 will miss
Yeah.
the shadowy figure. Anything else you want to do on your turn?
Nothing that'll actually do anything, so I think I'm good.
You got
I
it.
need some help with this guy, though.
Orcon, you're up.
Seeing that Odd and Hazel seem to have whatever his name is dealt with, Orcon's going to move up here and take a shot at Shadow 1 and try to help Selena out. Not that she seems to need it. As I turn the corner and look and see that she seems to not have been hurt at all by this thing. But
Yeah, that'll do it.
no crit.
No crit, but yeah, he definitely got it.
So that's 11 force and 2 thunder.
11 force and 2 thunder. So as you slam into the back of it with this energy, you can see that all of a sudden this shadow mass just breaks up and just kind of almost implodes in front of you as the magic hits it. And it disappears.
And as it disappears, I will go ahead and drop concentration on darkness.
Selena, the dark wall is gone, and there's nothing standing there anymore other than Orcon on the other side.
Oh my god.
I apologize, my dear. I didn't realize quite how far that was going to reach up north and block you. But good job. It seems like it didn't lay a hand on you.
Appreciate the help. I think it's creepy.
25, 30.
Yep, Norcon, you can see that he's surrendered, and Odd has his knife basically to his throat, seeing what his next move is going to be.
Has anyone seen Forrest?
Has anyone seen Forrest?
I sent Odd to get Forrest, and he failed.
Odd, you're up. What do you want to do?
All right. I'm going to slowly pull my dagger back from his chin, and I'm going to ask him, I'm like, what's your name?
I'm Zalrir.
Zalrir, do not take this kindness as ignorance. And I'm going to turn my attention to cultist number 8. And we are going to throw the dagger to cultist 8.
You got it. Oh, yes. And you hit him right in the head with it. And he falls back slowly and lands on his back in the middle of this circle. Dead.
I'm watching you, Zalrir.
Selena, it's your turn.
I am gonna move close as I can.
Yeah, now as you move into the room, you can see what is going on. As it looks like most of your party is present, and they have a hostage.
Yeah. This one. That's as close as I can. The 25 feet.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna end my turn there, because
Okay.
I don't want to step on Furbolg toes
You
by
got it.
shooting in between anybody.
Shadow 2 just doesn't like this figure in front of him and continues to use strength drain against him. Don't think 14's good enough. It continues to miss.
This might take a while, but I'm pretty sure I'll win.
Hazel, you doing anything in particular?
You don't told anybody that you're down that hall and you might need help.
Well, okay, I have a question about that, since it's my turn. Would I have heard Forrest's voice yell, "They got another one"?
Yeah, you guys would have heard that.
So I would know he's that way.
You would know he's that way. You're just not sure where.
So Hazel does this, copying Odd at Zalrir, and moves back and around. What is my movement as a Furbolg? I'm so used to being a tiny thing. There,
It's just 30.
Yeah, I think 30. Yeah, you can get there.
So I get there, and then I just look kind of through / around this floaty thing, and I just go, no, and I will scimitar it. 'Cause I don't know that these things aren't taking.
Yeah, go ahead. You can scimitar him. Go for it.
I'm not going to scimitar him because
Ugh, man.
I just go, these damn things are so floofy.
So the shadow kind of recognizes you coming and dodges out of the way as your scimitar clangs against the wall. Zalrir, kind of looking now at Orcon next to him. It's like, there you are, a masked crusader.
In the flesh.
It's hard to see that you even have any.
Something's wrong, Orcon. The battle music is still going, so somewhere there's still a fight.
Yes, it was almost as if the person I sent to find Forrest failed in his mission.
Zalrir looks at you both. It's
Wait
like,
a second.
for some reason, we are locked in this thing called initiative order. Forrest, it's your go.
Well, not much to do but try again. There we go.
That's much better. Look at that.
13 damage. Much better.
13 damage. 13 damage. You striking true. But still, that thing remains.
Die already.
Yeah, die already, die! Orcon, anything in particular you'd be doing while you guys are all talking about initiative order?
Seeing Hazel run off and seeing that Odd's got the dagger there, I'm gonna follow Hazel now because she must be heading in the right direction. 20. Okay, and I get about here, and all of a sudden I can see what's going on.
Yep. They've got this shadowy figure trapped in this hallway.
Another one. And Orcon's gonna fire off a Eldritch Blast at it.
You got it. Oh, that definitely is gonna get.
So 9 force and 2 thunder.
And Hazel, as you duck out of the way, hearing that thunder crack from behind you, the magic strikes this figure, and with a blast, it almost just immediately implodes into nothingness. The shadow is eliminated. And I'm going to remove all turns from the order.
Yeah.
Take you guys out of initiative.
I'd eventually just make my way back over too.
Yeah, Hazel walks over and is looking at the circle.
I'm
And
gonna roll a history check to figure out the whispered one.
well, odds.
We already know that's Vecna, don't we?
Yeah.
I don't.
They
I
they
don't.
said it.
Like my character.
Yeah,
No, I don't think he ever said.
I don't know.
We
you would kind of get the idea that he's kind of like putting those two things kind of together into one.
Can
Somebody said all for the glory of Vecna at one point.
Oh, okay.
I knew that
Didn't
the
hear
thing was said at some point. Where the heck? Hazel was gonna ask Forrest to make the glowy bad magic stop, but he walked away from her.
I mean, that's
So
probably a
And
little
as-
more complicated than that.
as you guys are kind of standing here, kind of regaining your composure and moving in on Zaurir, all of a sudden something happens. The runic circle in the center of this room suddenly hisses and flashes with this lurid light, as if it's almost being extinguished, and the glow of the runes dims as shadowy smoke starts to rise from the carvings in the floor. The smoke gathers at the center of the chamber, where it coalesces into an apparition of an emaciated skull with one glowing green eye. And I'll show you what you see as it appears on the token layer.
I quickly move between the skull and Zaurir.
You got it? And the apparition begins to speak in a hissing baritone.
Good news, Zaurir. Though your efforts have been disappointing, you have brought me new points of interest.
This apparition swivels to look at each of you in turn.
Yes, there is great potential here. May we meet again, but until then, I have my eye on you.
The apparition then explodes into streaks of shadow, passing through each of you with a whispered scream before vanishing. And you hear a dull as you look over to Zaurir, who is fallen unconscious on the floor beside you.
I like to cradle Zaurir in my arms and then lick him, because I didn't have a chance to lick the apparition like Beyond wanted me to. So I'll make it up to you. Like, no, Zaurir.
So at this point, what I'm going to do is I wanted to, because we're running a little late, so I want to make sure I get a mechanical benefit to you guys first. So there is something at the end of this adventure called the Charm of Vecna. You guys have all been awarded a Charm of Vecna, as he has taken notice of you. So, I want you to choose. There are two different ones. There's one more for martial melee, and there's one more for spell casting. You get to choose which one you prefer because I want you guys to have one you will actually use. I'm not going to roll at random like some people do. I want you to pick one that you might actually use. So would you prefer one that's more for a melee martial fighter, or would you prefer one that's more for a spellcaster? Let's start with Forrest. Which one would you rather have? I think I got an idea, but I'm going to let you choose.
I'm going to go with the martial, I believe.
Going with the martial? Okay, so here's what you're going to get. And I can share these with you guys later as well. You're going to get what's called the Charm of the Creeping Hand. This is a supernatural gift. So once per turn, when you hit a creature with an attack roll using a weapon or an unarmed strike, you can infuse your strike with life-stealing energy. Your attack then deals an extra 1d10 necrotic damage, and you gain 5 temporary hit points. Now, in the adventure, it says once this is used 5 times, the charm vanishes. Because we reached our community challenge last week, you can use this up to 7 times before it vanishes.
All right.
So any others would like to take that one? That's what the martial one is. It gives you extra d10 damage after you hit a target, and then you get 5 temporary hit points. It has 7 uses.
I'll take that one.
Take that one? Okay.
Yeah.
Is there anyone that wants the spellcasting one? So you two want the spellcasting one. Okay, I'll tell you what this is, and then you can decide if you... I'll let you guys pick. The other one is called the Charm of the Eldritch Eye. You can cast Clairvoyance as an action without using a spell slot and requiring no material components. Now, in the written adventure, it says once it's used 3 times, the charm vanishes. But since we got the community challenge, you can use it 4 times and the charm vanishes. So it gives you free casting of Clairvoyance 4 times.
Yeah, that's mine. Yeah.
I'll be going with the melee because I don't have any other spells.
Absolutely. Yep.
This is a physical charm.
No, it's more like it's a supernatural gift.
Like a boon. Okay.
Yeah, it's like a boon. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But just keep track of it on your character sheets because there's no way I have of like this is something you guys will have to keep track of.
Now, are our characters aware that we have them, or is it just kind of like?
Yeah, you'd be aware that there's this like strange like this
power.
moment. There's this like strange feeling of a new power granted to you from beyond. Mm-hmm. But what would you guys like to do now to finish this up?
I'd like to spit on the ground because Zaurier did not taste very well.
Absolutely.
Back here,
I'm going to go through Zaurier's pocket. Yeah, I'm going to see what he's got on him.
Okay. We'll go through his pockets.
Dropped.
Yep.
Did the spiritual weapon drop? I know it's not concentration, but does it go away when?
Yeah, it hovers there for about a minute and then it disappears. Yeah, strangely enough, you're looking through Zaurier. It doesn't seem like Zaurier had anything on him. Like, it seems like maybe he was just concentrating on it being in this ritual chamber and he only had, like, the dagger. He had a dagger on him.
No necklace, pendant, nothing showing, like, affiliation with the Whispered One?
Strangely enough, no.
I bet we got his, like, notes over there. That'll be proof enough, I think.
Hey, Dark Eyes, do you see any other way out of this place? Any tunnels or anything that we need to explore?
No, just the one I came through. And then the one that Forrest came out of. Speaking of which, how did you lose Forrest, by the way?
I never lost the forest. The forest always is within me.
He tried to funnel them towards me. 2 of them took the bait.
Wrong forest.
I sent him to find you and get you, and then he came back without you.
I found him. I didn't hear the get him, Bart. Sorry.
suppose all that's left is to... I might as well go back out the way that Celine, Hazel, and I came through. Clear out the books and go go tell the Lord what we found.
Hazel.
What'd you guys find in the books?
I don't know. I was down
Lena
here.
went
You
back
looked
that
at the
way,
books.
but Hazel points down at Zalrir and just goes, "Proof of cults? Take with us, yeah?"
I mean, might as well.
I mean, I could carry him out of here, sure.
What do you plan to do with me?
Not up, you're knocked out.
Oh, he's awake.
You knock him out. I see you waiting.
Yeah, I thought he was already unconscious when the.
Yeah,
when the-
I thought
Yeah.
he dropped unconscious, so when he wakes up,
Yeah,
he says that.
he popped back up, and then you knocked him back down. I love it. Yeah.
It just startled us too quickly.
Yeah, just,
Yeah, I love it. I love that. That's
Hazel
so
will
good.
help Forrest tie him up into like a hog tie-ish position that he can kind of just like carry him like a suitcase. Like,
Nice. A little handle.
yeah,
That's probably not going to be very comfortable for Forrest.
Forrest will be fine. It's less comfortable for them. And I point at Zalrir, and then I just smile, really big, like happy that this has happened.
So did you guys say you were going back through the library to kind of investigate it?
Yep.
Oh, I was going to
Any-
ask Selena what she found.
Yeah, anybody who wants to kind of dig through the bookshelves can make an investigation check.
Okay. There we go. Ooh.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
Great.
Thank you for everything in there.
Now you're getting all the rules. Look at that. Yeah, digging through. As you're looking through the books and stuff, I mean, a lot of this looks like just like haphazardly thrown together. Like it doesn't look like there's any like rhyme or reason to all this. But you do find there is a lockbox on one of the shelves. It's a small ebony box, but it's locked.
Crap, did I bring it? Do I have
Can I
that?
try to open it with sleight of hand?
Yeah, you can try to pick the lock, yeah. With a sleight of hand check, sure. Oh, yeah, so Selena takes the lock and starts to pick it, and as you start to open, all of a sudden this little needle, like, comes out from the side and, like, stabs you in the finger. I need you to make a constitution saving throw for me, Selena.
Oh, no.
This one was trapped. Oh, no. You're going to take 2d6 necrotic damage. So you take 8 points of damage from this little needle prick. But
Oh, crap.
you've opened the box, and inside you see there are 2 potion bottles that have a red sparkly liquid in them. 2 rather large potion bottles.
I think one of those might be a little bit too overpowered to help you right now, but
Probably be all right for the moment.
Other than that and the papers that Selena has already like packed up, you guys think that that's probably the only thing of any worth or value in here.
I have a question just for the sake of fun in this.
Mhm.
Because I'm experienced with alchemist supplies and an herbalism kit, would I know what these potions are?
You could like take your finger and like get a little on your finger and like taste it. And you could do that.
Yeah.
Rub it on your gums.
Yep.
Tastes pretty good, and it tastes like it would like restore your health if you needed to really use one. Yeah. These are greater healing potions. That's what they are. 2
Good
of
find.
them. Mm-hmm.
Those are pretty.
Sparkly.
That's how you do it.
Definitely saving those.
Yes.
Okay. And just for the sake of brevity for this evening, you guys kind of take Zalrir and you lead him out. Unless there's someplace else that you guys wanted to go. But I was just kind of trying to wrap up because we're kind of late and technology has been a brutal.
Yeah, I'm going to alter self back into my childlike form and run out cheering.
Okay, cheering out in the streets of Neverwinter.
Without the clothes again.
We did it! We did it! Yes, naked, completely naked child running down the street.
No. This is PG. You have a loincloth on. We already had this. You're in your Orcic superhero underoos.
Yes.
When we go back through the double doors, the skull with the eyes in it.
Yeah.
What
Do you
about
want
the
the
double
eye back?
doors? Oh yeah.
Like back up here. I can't actually.
Yeah,
go through it.
I would say you'd go like completely out of the place.
Do I get
You
to
guys
keep
can
the
go.
eye back?
If you want to pop it out of there, you can pop it out of there.
I'm looking at
I just
Forrest.
remember you said one of them was
Okay.
like jeweled and stuff, right?
Yeah, the one was jeweled. You can try to pop that one out of there if you'd like to. It's not going to just come out. You're going to have to like maybe force it. Strength athletics, or a sleight of hand.
I'm going to
Something
steal
like
the
that would
hand
do
and
it.
eye sculpture that we saw down in this room.
Okay.
As everyone's walking out, Orcan's just going to sort of hang to the back and just sort of.
I love it. You guys are
I'll
cleaning
pretend I didn't
house.
see it.
Can I, when I see Forrest taking out the jeweled eye, can I take out the biological eye and put it
Of
back
course.
in? I get my
Yeah.
jar back from Orcan.
Yeah, you put it back in. Yeah.
Souvenirs.
You do notice that after you're standing there for a minute, after you take that eye out, and after about a minute, those double doors slowly close.
I would wait for it to be out before I did anything.
Gotcha.
Make sure you clean it off before you put it in the jar, though.
Hazel pops it in her mouth and spits it into the jar.
Let's see if we can pop that other eye out.
Yeah, go ahead and make an
Everything else will make
athletics.
it not work. Nope.
You kind of chip some pieces away from like the side of the eye on the sculpture.
It's stuck.
It definitely looks like somebody foiled with it.
Do we have to roll to pop the big eye out? The jeweled eye?
He already made athletics. If you'd like to make sleight of hand, you can try a sleight of hand. But after that, I would probably say if you don't succeed on that one, you're probably going to break it.
I feel like someone else might be better than me at this.
I'll try to take it out sleight of hand, seeing what they're looking at.
Okay. With the slight, with the precision of a skilled thief, you're able to carve this thing out of there, and you have a little jeweled eyeball from the other skull. Now you guys have completely vandalized this place.
Yeah, it's a cult's place. I don't feel too bad.
That's right.
Hazel, do you want this in the jar as well? Matching set?
I think that belongs to Forrest right now.
Okay, you're Forrest, and I'll flip it over.
Whoever wants it.
I don't really care about shinies. Eyes are fun
Orcan
though.
will
and
put it
hold
in his
shiny
pocket
eye
with
up.
the statue he stole.
Gotcha. And as you guys make your way out of the catacombs here, you guys are able to leave the catacombs and report back to Lord Neverwinter without any further incident. The Lord Neverwinter is grateful for all of your efforts and what you were able to report, and because you brought Zalrir back, he can now find further information about what this cult was really up to. So, he rewards each of you 100 gold pieces, plus an additional 25 gold pieces for bringing Zalrir to him alive. So everyone gets 125 gold from Lord Neverwinter. And as this happens, that is where we'll fade to black for now. Put a pause on this adventure until next week. That's where we'll end this episode of Vecna, Eve of Ruin. Well done, everybody. Well done. You
Nobody
finished the
died.
nest. No one died. I think the trap did more damage than anything else did.
that one shadow did hit me pretty hard.
Yeah, that strength drain can get bad if they're rolling d4s and roll fours. Like, it can be bad.
It could literally kill the casters in 2 hits, probably.
So I do want to mention to our viewers, while those of you are watching, next week we're going to do a little bit of a time jump. as we start the official Vecna Eve of Ruin, and all of our characters will be bouncing from level 3 to level 10 the next time you see them. So they'll be hard at work this week getting their character sheets ready, as they got to modify some things and change some things around before they get to that point. So they will be level 10 next time we see them. Oh,
So, question:
Mhm.
Are we in this campaign? Are we doing downtime activity?
Basically, what the downtime activity will be like boiled down to, I think, is if you remember in the Vecna book, I shared with you guys like a little chart of some things that you might have been up to. Like there's one that's like fighting off dragons from Neverwinter and stuff like that. Like you guys can kind of either pick one of those or kind of like make it up and just tell, like, because I'm probably at the beginning of next week, I'll probably have each of you just share with everybody, okay, over the, because it's going to be like a 9-month to a year like time skip.
Okay, because I wanted to partner with you to make sure that within those 9 months, I tracked down that guy that was supposed to bring me the shoes.
Gotcha. Yeah, we can see if that happens.
Determination.
So within the 9 months, Odd gets arrested, put to death for murdering a homeless person.
But at least I have shoes.
So you guys have that 125 gold, and this is in addition to the gold that you guys get for jumping levels. So don't forget the amount of gold. It's like 600 and some. I can't remember the exact number, but it was like 600 and some gold.
We could discuss that.
And you guys we can discuss that off stream. But yeah. Does anybody? Oh, you guys met
about a missed
Miss
treasure.
Treasure. Yeah, Miss Treasure. Your Miss Treasure bonus treasure is the following. So there was one roll last week that Forrest came one number short of finding when he was looking through one of those tombs. I think you rolled like a 14 and he needed a 15 to find it.
Really?
So, but because of chat, you guys will get it. It is a first level spell scroll with the spell Protection from Evil and Good. So you guys can add that to your party loot and decide if you want anybody in particular to carry that around who can use it. So, all right. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in. We will see you guys next Monday for Vecna, Eve of Ruin, the actual adventure module, now that we're through the little intro we got through. But we'll see you guys soon. And hey, don't forget to add that proficiency bonus, everybody. Have a good night. We'll see you soon.